Right.
No, it's okay. Grunt's about to.
Nah, it's fine. I'm not as fanatical about
Science
sci-fi
fiction.
as I am with Lord of the Rings. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm.
I grew up with Lord of the Rings.
I'm a bit more fanatical with
Like
sci-fi.
if you mess up Lord of the Rings lore, I'm just gonna like explode.
He will. It's hilarious.
Don't tell me that because I'll do it on purpose.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what I do with that's what I do with fucking the Dragomir. I keep calling him a bitch.
Oh my god! How dare you speak to Dragomir like that? I'm mad at you.
I will continue tempting fate.
Listen, this is all the warning you'll get once.
I have
Is
a
there
hill.
like a bowing emoji? There is.
Bowing. Wait, what? No. Is there a rebel emoji?
Probably.
Is
there a fuck you emoji?
Is this like what was it? Execution axe over your head is basically what it is.
Yeah, I need to see.
Sword of Damocles.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, well, I guess we'll figure out the connections. It's fine.
We're prepared for this. What?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%.
I'm the bodyguard. That's it, dude. That's my connection. There we go.
Respect.
I am literally one of the 3 bodyguards.
Of the
I'm like a third of the. I'm,
total of 5 guards.
oh yeah, that's right. I'm like a fifth of the military force. And with my training, I'm like the.
Okay, so your family, you are relatively newly promoted, uplifted to the rank of a noble house, as even amongst the most irrelevant and weak of them, that's still something of note, something that distinguishes you compared to most others. Managed to achieve something you can be proud of. But unfortunately, the universe isn't necessarily the kindest place. And as such, you are just at the beginning of your long journey ahead. Struggle, the pain, the suffering will definitely accumulate. But hopefully in the end, it'll all be worth it. You are part of a noble house that has relocated rather recently, about 1.5 years, on the planet of Azar, who's rather at kind of like the edge of the Imperium. It's one of those planets that nobody really cares about. Has certainly a couple of really beautiful vistas and has a couple of interesting, I was gonna say plant life, but well, it's more than that. It seems like the whole planet is rather draped in this bioluminescent algae that just is used for a couple of things. There are people who farm it for food. There are people who use the glowing green light that it emits at night as a way to enhance certain artistic endeavors. The planet contains mostly one major continent and is surrounded by a large planetary ocean. The landmass has a rather large diversity of biomes. The central plains are tall mountains that are covered in ice that descend into rich mineral hills where several mines have been set up to procure resources from the ground that are then further refined into alloys, goods, materials, then that are being shipped off to the Imperium. Off to kind of like the western side of the continent, rich farmlands dot the landscape, which provide a lot of food, although fishing and algae harvesting operations also provide a decent amount of sustenance to the people of the planet and beyond. But you don't really care about that much too. As you, your house specifically, House Kairos. Well, you are much more artistic leaning, as you have gained a reputation for improv actors. You know, whenever there's a show and accidents happen, they are just inevitable at this point in the Imperium. Well, somebody needs to fill in the roles for those wounded performers. And sometimes you just don't have the time to like relearn the script. You have to fill in someone maybe in a less important role when they just need to quickly grasp the situation, adapt. And you provide some of the best. In fact, the city you have been granted by the planet's custodians is home to one of the most prestigious colleges for kind of like the arts, mostly focused around theater, and there's a couple of other departments as well, but this one is like your main attraction. You reside over the city of Lumen, which kind of lies on the northern part of the Great Lake that people call the Jade Lake, due to its high concentration of green algae, which at night give the entire body of water this very powerful green hue. And it's in this city where we find ourselves right now. Your family, not a rich one. Money is quite on a short supply. Could be worse if somebody didn't negotiate for lower prices. Could be way worse. But still, things aren't looking. Yeah, things aren't looking as bright. You are definitely viewed as the sort of house that's kind of like off the people. You don't live lavishly. You spend enough money on public maintenance and pay your employees well enough that they don't hate you. But you are clearly not viewed as nobility. In fact, other noble houses probably regard you no better than commoners at this point. The city has, well, very few, I was gonna say militaristic buildings, very few guards. This isn't a place that is expected to see more than maybe a drunken bar fight, maybe some thief. Nothing too major. Your house basically has no sort of household guard. Basically about like 12 people who are in your service. So here you find yourselves with very little money, no respect from other noble houses, accepted by the populace, ready to begin a long and arduous journey. As you have all been summoned today to discuss an important upcoming event by the house ruler. Now, who would arrive first at the meeting room?
I'll arrive a little early.
So as you make your way into the large, kind of like, I was gonna say, it's like a dining hall that's being used. The sunlight kind of shining through the windows and like a fresh breeze. This place has been recently kind of like aired out. The windows are all open, and you see the house ruler, Damocles Kairos, just sitting, looking over like some messages. He takes note of you as you enter, stands up. Good day.
Good afternoon to you. This is a rather official gathering you've got going on. Hope everything's okay.
Yes, yes. We just need to discuss the upcoming event they are planning on the city, and you know how the people, how Theos is, how Lord Orpheus is. We need
Yeah, I
to
do.
make a good impression. Everyone, every noble family from the planet will be gathered at this stage show. Something big. I'm not. It usually isn't this big, so I want to make sure we are all prepared.
Well, I mean, we are ready for anything.
Just kind of gives you a look, just smiles, and doesn't say anything. You
Sorry, that
know,
was really cheesy.
yeah, you know that this man has been widowed by at this point for about 2 years, and is really trying to pull this house in a direction. He is a very, I was gonna say tender man. He is tends to be more gentle. He cares about his family deeply. One of the main reasons he even paid for your exorbitant prices, as even as you reduce them down to half. You are still a Suk doctor, highly trained, and supposedly impervious to any sort of coercion in the way of harming your patients.
Well, Damocles, I find it hard to believe that anybody could dislike you and your family.
Again, he just looks at you, and there's like the most painful smile, and then he just nods, but doesn't actually reply.
Guys, this is going so much worse than I planned. Help!
Relieving the pain.
No one would kill anyone of his house. No, it never happened.
I'm not
Picture-
saying that.
Turn the camera to the left. There's a picture of his dead wife right there on his desk.
His wife was
Have you
indeed
noticed this new sword I put above my chair?
assassinated. And out of such a petty reason as envy. It was rather a messy affair. Not sure how much details would Nira know. But
Well, I imagine Astrid would have told her anyway, since
Yeah,
she was
I know
training
that-
for like poison resistance.
Yeah, Nira is she was there the night of like the performance, but I don't know how much of like the behind the scenes stuff other than what Astrid would have told her. I assume she would have been
well, at the very least, you
brought
know
up to
that.
speed.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that the doctor that was handling his wife's recovery basically was bribed into quote unquote failing. So one of the reasons why he was so
Bitch.
motivated to like spend enough to ensure that that never happens again, and that if God forbids any of his daughters get in trouble, he can rely on proper medical knowledge. Who would be the next one to arrive?
I think Rianne would. After making sure things are settled, she would make her way there.
As you make your way through the kind of like the long-winded hallways of the noble estate, you reach the meeting room, and as you push the heavy doors open, you see Nira is in the room talking to Damocles, and he also again stands up. Says, now, what's your relationship with No, that's true. We said you helped him with the investigation.
Yes.
So yeah, he was gonna. I'm gonna say I was trying to decide if he's like on the first name basis with you or not. And probably is.
Mhm.
Says Rian, it's good to see you.
My lord, Lady Nira, it's good to see you both.
Just please, we're not in public. Call me
Of course.
by my name. It's I haven't gotten used to this.
Nira is
Of course.
definitely trying not to laugh at being called Lady Nira.
Protocol demands. Of course, sir. Though protocol demands a certain decorum, I will play by your rules. How are you
Like,
both proceed?
I feel like you will have plenty of chance to play the protocol soon enough.
Ooh, something exciting happening then, I assume.
Some kind of event in the city, bigger than usual.
Interesting. Opportunities will hopefully present themselves for us. And at least it will at least be a fun time.
Again, the painful smile just comes back. Man, are you grilling this?
So deeply sad.
It's
Like-
it's okay. It's okay. I will not bully him. I will not.
Yeah, Riyad's not doing it on purpose, but she is being straight faced this entire time as she looks at them both.
Nira's also not trying to hurt him on
He
purpose.
just kind of like says, "Well, I mean, hopefully it will go better than last time."
Yes. She gives a small bit of sadness before she strains herself up and proceeds to stand where a bit to the back but waiting.
Who would be the third one to arrive? And
Probably Freya with a book in her hand. Just reading and going into the door.
as he sees you, he like immediately stands up and says, and one of the main stars of attractions has shown.
Good evening. Good afternoon, Father.
Turning to you as well, daughter. What book are you reading?
Something about another planet, probably.
Is it like a history book? Is it like a geology?
history book.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Battle of Coronas.
Looks at it and says, unfortunately, I feel like you. Not sure how much you will enjoy the upcoming event, but I'm sure there will be people interested in history there as well.
I hope so.
I mean, if it's such a big event, there's surely to be people of all kinds, right?
What you mean to say is that there'll be politicians of all kinds. Yes,
Right.
but I will give further details once we're all gathered. It's the fourth one who arrives.
Enrico will be a bit late.
So then Astrid, I guess, you quickly.
Bodyguard is late.
I also
Yes,
should be
I'll-
late, but I would never.
Okay.
Okay. Who
No,
do you
no,
think? Who do
I
you think
would-
will be late? Who do you think will be later?
No! They arrive at the same time.
Oh no!
We arrive at the same time.
I'm a professional. Yeah. We're like, Enrico's like running up the stairs.
Yeah, I guess then I would be later.
Oh, we can arrive at the same time. Okay, I guess I'll be around before you guys.
So yeah, and Enrico, you get there, proper and dressed, armed and ready. You confidently push the doors open as you see that most of the important members of the household, with the exception of Astrid, are here.
Howdy, Damocles. Was a bit held up. A bunch of college kids, stumbled into towards the front gate. A bit drunk. Sorry for the delay.
No worries. Astrid isn't even here. Looks at you, friend, and says, Do you know where your sister may be at?
No, but I mean, she's always fashionably late, so she's gonna be here any minute.
That's canon now.
She like
Yes,
lets
it is.
out a deep sigh and just leans back. Well, I've sure she has a good reason.
She always has.
Question is, what is the
Well,
reason
I
why
guess-
Astrid is late? Is it a good reason?
I think in her head, the moment she heard there's a meeting, she was like, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna make father wait. Let's get ready." And then she took a long time to get ready. So, yeah, no, she's like walking in the dining room. I imagine, not even realizing that she's late. I think she just like walks towards her father and gives him like a kiss on the cheek and says, "Good afternoon, father."
Good afternoon to you as well. He checks the clock on the wall. Well, better late than never. As you realize, you've been about half an hour
well.
late.
Oh my god, that much. Well,
We were all just
she
sitting here
like looks
excited.
at the clock and says, "Oh my goodness. Well, I wasn't properly dressed. I can't show myself like that. I hope you understand."
Just last year,
But
but
I'm here
no,
now. It's what that matters.
he nods. This is just us here right now, but force of habit, I guess, and it's fine. No. Please just have a seat. It's a rather important matter I need to discuss with all of you.
Of course. As I think she also goes to her sister to give her also like a kiss on the cheek and greet everyone else.
And as all of you kind of like settle in, he kind of like so what's the word you use, like when you like do the like
Clear your throat.
yeah, so he clears his throat a bit. Says, so they're organizing a rather large festivity in the city of Yorith. And just as a side note, you know a few details about this specific city. You know that it's basically located on the other side of the Jade Lake compared to your hometown. But unlike Lumen, which is mostly viewed as a university city, kind of like the main point of the city is its large university and the acting college, and most of the facilities built around it are to kind of like support that. The city of Yorith, though, is much more it's much more important and big in the large scheme of things. It's run by one of the minor houses on the planet, and the minor house that House Kairos mostly serves. And of course, you know them as House Orpheus, and they are known for producing some of the like the actual like best jamming devices throughout the Imperium. They are famous for that, and but less famous, but still quite important. They do have a passion for stage effects, like lighting systems, smoke systems. They put on regular light shows, and usually together with other houses, kind of like construct these large dramas and theater shows that then they kind of like present to great and major houses. So they tend to kind of like run in big circles, even though if them themselves aren't that important. In the city of Yorith, other than the large opera house, which is like one of the main city's monuments due to its just size and the frequency of events happening there. It's also very like connected to the planet, like the mass transit system. This large kind of like rail line that runs through a couple of major towns, and Yorith is like smack dab in the center. And other than that, it presents a couple like a good place where nobles kind of gather and make maybe backhanded deals and gossip, or just go there to relax and enjoy the discretion that the city offers. So it's definitely a place where a lot of rich people gather and spend their money and time. And as Damocles continues, says they've decided to organize a rather grandiose performance. And of course, we are going to provide some of the like minor side characters for the show. But more importantly, we are going to attend the after parties. And as you all know, we have a few issues that would be very nice if we could solve. And issue number 1 is house funds. The movement here in the last year has been quite rough. While we are known for our excellent service, I think it's time we profit a bit more on that. And it might also be a very good chance, as he like looks towards you, Astrid and Freya. Might be a good chance for the two of you to maybe meet some of the other nobles. There will be plenty of other families joining the event. Who knows? Like suddenly, like the very like presentable demeanor becomes a bit more awkward.
Astrid just kind of nods and says, we'll see how the event goes. We haven't really interacted with the other houses, right?
Yeah, not that much. You didn't get that. There was that many opportunities.
Mm-hmm. So I guess she says, well, we've been here for a while now, so I also think this is a perfect opportunity to meet our peers. We'll see how it goes, Father. We won't shame you for sure.
Oh, I have no doubts about that. I'm just hoping you might, as he like looks towards Freya and the book, talk to people more.
Yeah, I guess the time has come. Yeah. I mean, I would appreciate if there would be someone else who appreciates history and
I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure some of the noble sons. There are. I've done a bit of research. I've looked through all of them, and I'm sure there'll be at least a few decent people around.
thank you.
But
I believe it's gonna
Father
be a
pulling
great
double
party.
duty.
Gotta min max, man. Gotta min max.
he opened the Crusader Kings to character
Yeah.
filter and started setting the sliders.
He's checking the stats.
Puts like
Astrid
types
kind of
in,
laughs and like puts a hand on Fred's shoulder and says, "Oh, stop fretting, Father. I'll find like the prettiest dress for her, and you'll see she'll find one gentleman in all the planet, there must be one she must like.
I hope so.
I also wanted to add, I'm not trying to pressure you. If there's no one to your liking, it is what it is. I'm just saying that you give it a chance.
I will definitely talk to some of them. I will not disappoint you.
Again, there is very little you could do that would disappoint me.
We're just gonna smile.
I'm just gonna smile back warmly. And Alec looks at you, Enrico, and says, "Well, this is a sort of nobles gathering, and I'm sure the security will be quite decent. I believe you know your duty. My daughters come first."
Of course, no harm shall befall them. I can assure you that.
You have my full approval in case anyone misbehaves or does anything uncouth to execute them on the spot. And he
Love this
says
guy.
that with the most straightforward face.
Understood. Once I see a someone looking at her at them the wrong way, out the window it is.
I feel like there should be a little bit of decorum on that at the very least. So at least some moments, but I understand.
Well, give them a chance to apologize before you teach them
All
manners.
Of course, they want to make a good impression on the higher ups.
You and your family will also be under my supervision as well, Lord Kairos. I will make sure that nothing happens.
My life is in your hands.
Thank you for trusting me.
He smiles and nods in his head, counting the money he pays you.
You're never gonna drop this,
It's
are
worth
you?
it.
I love that.
Yeah, okay, he didn't spend all the budget on you. He spent half of it. That's true.
That's
Rather,
better.
a third. So a third of the budget goes to you. So, yeah, no, it could be way worse.
It could be. It could be the full price. Like I didn't know it. No.
It could be the full price for every one of us, for every expert.
That's true.
No, it couldn't. It physically couldn't.
Yeah, true. It could.
Yeah.
Then we would
We
all
all-
not be here.
Yeah.
And says, well, any questions you have?
Is there anyone in particular you wish us to keep a more of a closer eye on in any way?
Well, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the houses, but other than the less important people like us that will be attending, which I expect to be a lot. The reason I am having this meeting and the reason I am a bit worried, it feels too grand in scope. I have received a couple of details so that I can provide the actors they need, and the scale of the show is unlike what I've seen in a while from them. And the last time I seen this sort of ensemble, it was shown off to one of the great houses. But to my knowledge, no great house will attend this particular event. So it may just be House Draco that's trying to show off. But it may also be something more. I'm not exactly sure. Something about this entire event doesn't sit right with me. It feels a bit off.
Enter scheming as usual. But I doubt they'll directly target us. I would assume it's maybe the two minor houses fighting.
Oh no, yes, we are totally irrelevant. But if the two minor houses are involved into
Yeah,
the fight,
collateral damage.
yes.
Don't worry, you'll come first, way above the others. In their schemes.
When is you, father?
I'm sorry, what?
When is the event?
Oh, in about a month.
Ah,
Oh, well, that is plenty time to prepare. Maybe I can find some information. See if there's anything else going on that we don't know about. As like Astrid suddenly becomes way more serious than she was before.
it is alarming at the very least. But suspicious. We should be on our guard regardless.
Especially if there will be a major house present that we're not aware of.
And if nothing bad does happen, we still need to make sure we gather alliances, as they say.
Well, you are my trusted counsel, so you can do what you do best.
Rian nods at that.
And you may all be a very poor house, but you are a very highly competent one. That's a good point. And I forgot to ask you about this because Rian is the advisor, right? Yeah.
Yes.
What skill would you be advising on? Because I need to select one for the house as well, and I think you also have a talent you need to pick a skill for.
Oh, I thought I did that. Give me 1 second. Because I assume will be either my best or my second best skill.
It can be
Would
your
you-
worst if you want.
No,
You got the best help possible.
yeah,
We'll be
more like
advising them on warfare.
more likely my communication skill, my negotiation,
Yeah,
basically.
I feel like communication would be better because we already have we already have a counselor that buffs up the discipline one. So using communication, I'll mark this down. Yeah. Well, if there are no other questions, I will have a few other things to attend to today.
Very well then.
No further questions from me.
So just a question. He said there's like a couple issues, and it was the house funds. That's it.
That's like the main one. That's like, hey,
That's the main issue.
we are like super poor, and he's trying. You would know because it's like something that's been discussed. He's trying to gain a bit more money, so he can sort of like to the nobles. Kind of like appearances are everything. So while the common people don't really care that you live so on edge, the other noble houses do look at that and be like, damn, you don't really belong here now, do you? It's so he's trying to gain a bit more money so he can improve the aspect and the presentability of all of you. Because when you say
Give us a
fancy dress,
makeover.
Astrid, what you actually mean to say is a commoner's
thinking
fancy
about
dress, not a noble's one. So he's trying to, that's like his first order of business, is trying to like gain a bit more reputation, but for that he needs to improve the image that, hey, you're actually a noble family that can afford things.
Well, we need to be not presentable. We need to make an impression. So I'll see if I can organize some sort of play for the university. Maybe we can get some extra funds to pay for. Well, I imagine Freya's presence must be the most.
I don't want to be mean right now, but you're like both of marrying age, so
It's very funny how Astrid's just like, yeah, I'll find someone for Freya.
Hey,
Right.
the good of the house. Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
I was gonna say
no, of
between-
course, Father. Just
there's two things.
You'll be getting the money,
there's
man.
still time for me. Like I am.
You'll be marrying the money, man. You'll be marrying the
Freya,
population.
like you're lucky he's such a nice parent, but at this, like most people by your age are already married. Like you will have been betrothed like 4 years ago. But yeah, he doesn't really care about that too hard. But the thing is, Freya does need to marry sort of like matrilineally.
Hmm.
But Astrid doesn't, so there's like way more options for Astrid. So, funnily enough,
That money merchant. Fucking, you'll marry a guild navigator.
Yeah, no. Astrid perfectly knows her job in the family.
Astrid is much more of an alliance maker than Freya.
Indeed, she is. But yeah, she like stutters and says, yeah, of course, Father. I just meant to say, well, both of us must be able to make a good impression. So I'll see that for both of us, we find a suitable dress and maybe something that will make people look at us twice. Yes, that's the point. Yeah.
Should be rather easy for the both of you.
We can make it work.
I say that just because you're a father.
I think it's in the job description. And if there are no other questions for him, he'll stand up and take his leave.
Yeah.
Rian would do the proper bow thing going on, basically, as he leaves.
Mhm.
Well, this is going to be exciting then. A chance to
It'll be a
mingle with
busy
the
month.
others. Oh, yes. Should we discuss anything that
What the fuck?
Should we discuss anything that we wish to prepare for? We do have a lot to do, and when it comes to improving our looks in front of the others, I guess, the other nobles, especially for Astrid and Freya.
Right, we could discuss possible ways of increasing our funds. Obviously, aside from the making a match, because that will be regardless.
Yeah. I think it would also be important to see who's gonna attend the events.
That's also true.
Well, we can't make miracles in a month, but what we can do is not make the other noble houses look at us mockingly. As like she is a bit snarky with this and says, we can't just make a good impression. We need to surprise them.
Agreed. If possible, that would be a very wonderful aim.
I think it's very doable with these two. But you still do have a lot of work to do.
Yes. Information gathering is key right now, right? She kind of looks at
Absolutely.
Astrid as she says that too.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'll see what I can do. Maybe that. Maybe a special. We can arrange something special with the university. I might say I will be playing in it myself. Maybe that will attract some extra spectators.
It'll certainly grab attention.
You could like volunteer
Yeah,
for the
because-
actual like main show itself to be like one of the actors that are filling in like side characters. If you're confident in your skills.
I
Yeah,
Oh
you can
no,
definitely
I
do
think
that if you
Astrid definitely would.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, communication and duty. So no, you could do that.
Yeah, no, she would definitely volunteer if that is a chance. Right now, she's talking about before the event, organizing some kind of play to get
I was
funds
gonna say, after all, this
buy fancy shit.
This is very much in line with how your mother got killed. So hey, why not? Why not just follow in
Tempt
the
fate again.
footsteps?
It's okay with experts now.
Yeah.
Very expensive experts.
Listen.
And Rico, the best swordsman around.
Astrid is very. Like, I have a good swordsman. I have poison resistant. We have a suck doctor. And Astrid wants to say, fuck you. I'm sorry, no monetization for you, Grant, but like.
no.
Very. She is very, very angry about how her mother died. And yeah, I imagine she, like, the fact that this is how her mother might have died makes her only think, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like, that's, I'm not gonna let that happen a second time and something like that. So, yeah.
If for medical, I would, at the event itself, I would try to mingle along and see if I can hear of any good deals or anything like that, or something that could be of value, hopefully. I assume no one will be watching me, so it gives me time to look around at the very least.
That could be valuable.
Well, that is one advantage we have, and that is no one is watching us. At least for now, I think. No one cares about us. Don't think they really even think we're a noble house, but, well, I guess we'll have to show them.
Yeah, we're unknown among the nobility, but that is because we are, again, new and have yet to prove ourselves in their eyes.
I mean,
Fred?
we've been here for 1.5 years. I don't imagine we've received many invitations to, like, mingle with the other houses, Grant.
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah, so, like, Astrid is very salty. She's like, we've been here 1.5 years. If they wanted to talk to us, they could have asked.
Freya, do you have any input?
I mean, we can show them that we're worth it. We just have to use the right path to go.
Very diplomatically spoken.
Well then, time to prepare. I'll go speak with the staff and let them know what's going on, and then hopefully we can find some way to at least look very presentable to our hungry audience. Good
Right,
day to
if
you
we
all.
focus on possibly finding others who are interested in history as Freya is, that could give us some kind of connection.
A list of suitors then?
Didn't know
If
that
that's how you want to phrase it, yeah.
Didn't we have the list from all that? Isn't so somewhere here? Like, is like a piece of paper or something you left, or did you just say you had a list?
I'm gonna go get the Excel file from Father.
Yeah, the Excel.
There's not a list of suitors. Like what?
Okay, so
No, we have to find people.
okay, so
This is-
I thought you had one. I thought he said something along those lines. I didn't know what he
Yeah,
exactly
he,
meant.
yeah, he
Okay,
said
so
something
he
like
just
he was
so he
looking.
just shred up. I thought he had an
No,
actual list.
I made that as a joke. He pulls up the skid to like
Okay.
character filter.
Um,
No, what he
Okay.
said was like, I'm basically anyone who's anyone will be at this party. There's a good chance you
Okay.
might find someone. Please.
Please.
He
Oh,
wants to
God.
happen naturally. He's
Well,
no min-maxer. He's not.
very well then. I will see you all. You know where to find me if you need anything. Time to let others know then. She does her customary bow to both Astrid and Freya, nodding to Nira, makes her exit essentially. Already having to figure out some plans and logistics.
mhm.
So who wants to do what sort of investigation?
That's a good question.
What investigation? Because I know Rion would probably look up the list of people and houses that are going to be at that event because I think they're right. We should know who's going to be there as well as
So
possible interesting suitors.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's I'm not gonna say public information, but it's information you have easily have access to. You know, every minor and nascent house will attend this. Of course, the major house will also be there. Then the usual list of suspects from maybe like a couple of highly rated CHOAM dignitaries
The
as
merchants.
well. Yeah.
Astrid future husbands.
Other than that, trying to think.
Could Enrico and I look into like what security is going to be in place for these things usually?
Yes.
Yeah. Enrico
Like
would be
who
like-
is normally employed for this?
Enrico would be like not only like drilling our existing guard, but he would reach out to some old buddies that house Draco maybe to like getting them on like from a on a unit on temporary lease.
I would say like it's most of the security will be handled by Orpheus, like the house Orpheus, but there will be a contingent of the White Serpents stationed in the city. So Enrico, if you reach out to some of your old contacts, and I get a response maybe in like a week that they're actually deploying a full-on squadron there, which kind of makes sense if like the noble ruler and heir will be there.
Mm-hmm.
And the White Serpents, all of you would know, are like the elite fighting unit of House Draco, the planet custodians. A military unit that used to be quite famous until it kind of like fell out of favor slowly due to a lack of major battles and better people existing, as the Sardukar or the swordsmen of Ginaz. Like these guys aren't that good, but they are pretty decent. They could definitely turn around a war, but nowadays wars are fought much more subtly, which is one of the main reasons why House Draco kind of lost a lot of favor and basically was demoted, so to speak, and sent to a planet on the edge of the Imperium.
Yeah. Besides that, Enrico will be preparing some some emergency escape routes for.
That's a good point. Let me know, because
our family.
Due to you being a swords master, what sort of what are the main weapons that you would train these 12 people in the household guard to use?
I would train good old because these are not the most well trained soldiers, the most highest of quality. Good old Mauler pistol. because yeah, his guess is if a real assassin came along, we're kind of fucked if he isn't there. Besides that, the Kinjao, like the standard like noble house guard sword against like shielded combat and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically, both like the guards will have a focus in these two weapons.
Yeah, a long blade and basically the pistol.
The pistol, I'm gonna say, like due
It's
to
not that
how
useful,
due to the how I wrote the shields. But I mean, not everyone. Like if there's like a commoner, like people on the
the
street,
pistol's always a backup. Yeah, it's more like against like
could
common
still be
ruffians.
still could be useful.
Against the assassins will be the blade, but besides training the house, he would again prepare like potential escape routes also for in case something happens, because that my guess is the other houses will start a fight, and Rick would prepare once that happens to get the girls out of there.
Kind of related. Sorry,
Yes.
I can hold my thought if you need to respond to that.
No. It's fine. Go ahead.
Would I be able to get like a list of previous like accidents or incidents that happen at this event? Because this is like a regular thing that they hold, right?
You could.
Like, is there a pattern of?
There are
like...
no previous accidents. Spotless, 100% clean records.
I don't believe that.
Hey, listen, this is what the official papers say.
The official papers, I never trust those, especially with the grain as well. I'll be still preparing the exits.
Like, I can't talk to like other doctors who have dealt with these accidents.
This will actually be a roll. So
the first roll.
Yay! How do I roll?
So okay, here's the thing. You drag the character.
I know the D20.
God no! I didn't upgrade the tokens. Come on, let me quickly do this.
The first roll of the game, Joel. Let's see.
We believe in you.
We believe.
No, there's so much pressure.
Listen, it's fine. It's
so
fine.
big.
Even if you fuck up here, it's not that bad. Okay.
No, I choke under pressure, but when it's not like anything important, I do really well.
Nothing bad will happen. The official paper said no accidents. No accidents happen.
At least I can see everyone's picture now.
Yes.
Yay.
Listen, everything's on Kanka. You can look them up.
I'm reading the houses as we speak.
You're trying to find the nerd house. Someone from.
There is a nerd house.
There is
I'm actually sure that's a good idea.
Yeah,
they are quite. I like them so much.
Yeah, they fit knowledge, but why?
This is why when I was like, I'm gonna pick a noble house from the book. Oh wait, they're so lame. I can't have a great house be lamer than my like nascent house. What the fuck? So basically you select your token, you pop open the token controls on the top left, and then like at the bottom there's a Dune dice roller, and then you click that. And it should pop up with your skills and drives.
Ah, okay.
And
now
here's the thing. I don't know how much momentum you start off with the session. I assume is a 0. I don't know.
Hold on, I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Well, you start with 0 momentum, but you can get up to 6.
I know.
One determination.
Yeah.
So basically. This is about as advanced as we will get, so that the dice roller is what it is. Nobody plays this game, so nobody develops Foundry, unfortunately. So yeah, you should be able to like select the skill, the drive. Right now, you have no momentum, so
yeah.
And I need to specify a difficulty, don't I?
Yeah, choose
like a difficulty 2, right? That's like the standard.
That's the pool size?
No, that's like the difficulty.
It's how many successes.
Successes you need to get? Yeah.
You basically roll twice and like see how much you succeed.
it's nice. It shows your focuses when you click the skill.
What the fuck is the Dune roll? I need to figure this. I want to do my own test
So-
rolls.
It's on the left under the ruler.
Okay. I'm stupid now. There we go. Now I know. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, you gain advancement points whenever you mess up. But this is basically how this will be the main progression path, is you just getting like the shit kicked out of you, and then you gain advancement
You
points.
learn from failure.
Yes.
Failures were rewarded on multiple levels here. The lower
That's
the
nice
roll,
to
the
hear. I always
Oh,
Yeah,
do.
right?
Or if you like progress your ambition, guys, there's still some hope for some good times.
Alright, I'm supposed to have
Um,
the ambition.
no, it's just so here's the XP gains. The adversity one, the pain one, and failure and peril.
Okay, adversity, pain, and failure.
Yeah, unfortunately, following your ambition, and that's something of a reward in and of itself.
Yay.
Okay, I understand. Congrats, like separate.
Okay, so what should I roll for this particular thing? Would it be
It's up to
understand
you.
truth, communicate truth?
I think it's mostly up to you, right? If I understand how.
I mean, I could make an argument for it, I guess. So, I mean, if I can make an argument, I would make an argument for understand and then truth, because that makes the most sense to me for the
Yeah.
drive.
Feel free. Like it would be more, more like communicate, but
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, would it be more communicate? I'm fine with
It depends
either.
on what approach you choose.
because understand.
I suggested going to the other doctors who have
Yeah.
been like here, so that would be more communicate.
Yes, that would be more communicate.
Okay. That's less for me, but you know what? Fuck it. We ball. Yeah, communicate, truth.
I love this.
You could use
Uh,
duty as well, by the way. Like
I could use duty. That is a higher score for me, so I'm going to use duty then.
I think that's how we all build our characters. We're loyal to the house. We use duty on every roll.
Duty my highest.
But same.
I have one success.
Is there a thing for partial successes in this rule set? Do I care? Probably not much. So I'll say it did gain one success. Let me actually just screenshot the XP stuff for a second. So it's in the references. Oh, I have the complication range set up already. Damn, was I insightful.
Can I argue to have my personality trait discreet lower the difficulty?
Sure.
You sound so unsure about it.
Listen, I didn't really when I told you I barely got to read the book. Or like I spent too much time on reading Shield Dune lore. Like I'm sorry. And maybe should have focused on the more important things, but
so traits can affect the challenge level by plus or minus 1 for each one that applies. Or if it will make it more difficult, it can add to the difficulty level.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So we can lower it by 1. Okay, I'll put it in the stuff. So what exactly? Like, how are you going about this? Just asking other Suk doctors.
Yeah, just any other doctors that I would know of in the area, like whether there has been a history of like accidents or whatnot, official or not, at these events. Like whether they've treated something from.
Takes about some time to get back to you, but they would mostly tell you that accidents at these sort of events are rather rare, but they're not impossible. It's kind of like, this is why it's like you expose yourself to a certain amount of danger, right?
Yeah. I'm just looking for like a particular pattern. Like if there's like one house that seems to always be targeted or never have something happen to them.
Not to that degree.
Okay.
Feel like people usually, the reason that it's always, the thing is, like, these events are not just for like watching. Like watching a theater is the excuse. It's mostly a place where people can show off. It's a place where, hey, you don't want to mess with me. Look at my competent bodyguards, by the way. It's like just letting you know, right?
It's posturing.
Yeah, it's a lot of posturing, it's a lot of politicking. Some assassination can happen throughout the city, but the city is also like known for its like rich people, so they do tend to have decent security in that area. So I would say accidents are not like out of the question, but it's also kind of rare.
Sorry, I've started clicking shit.
Yeah, so what happened with Damocles' wife? That was like kind of a what the fuck event. Getting assassinated for like playing in a theater like better than the main actor. That's not something that usually happens.
Okay, cool. I was just trying to identify like a possible threat that we could foresee. But nope. Alright.
Come on, it's a party. Nothing's gonna happen. It's a cool time.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually the danger comes after the party, not during it. But you know, this is a special one. Damocles is clearly worried about something. So.
And I assume it was just one success. I don't hear anything new.
I mean, that's the information you kind of wanted, right? Is there anything else?
Yeah. No, I think the others are going to be looking into that.
Anyone else like to do some pre-party investigation?
I think I would like to. I think Astrid would mainly try to listen to the gossips on the street. I imagine the way she usually gathers information is through her contacts as the actors, people she chats around on the street, as she, like, I imagine she does like rounds and chats with people, a bit of like a matron.
Give me your literally your best skills.
So that is,
it's just difficulty of one. Yeah, you're just like spending time with the people, with your own people.
Do I need to set the difficulty?
When you go to roll,
when your pulse size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't set the difficulty. You just select the skills, the skill, the drive. The full size would be like it's usually a 2 dice, unless you like spend momentum, or I don't know if items can increase the pool size, like assets.
I don't know.
I think to a certain degree, depending on like.
I think it's like only like so, but it's usually just 2 by default.
Can I use my listening focus here?
Yes.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, no. Now I need to know because I think this is the moment you gain the momentum.
Yes, I believe it is.
Usual success above the. You gain like what 2 momentum, right? Because the difficulty was 1. She scored 3 successes.
Yeah. I
So
think
the
so.
extra, yeah. So the
Yeah.
extra
Yeah, but
build
yeah,
with
Thank
the
you.
just give extra.
momentum pool. Yeah. So
The momentum and threat pool are for everyone, right? For the whole party.
momentum pool is for you. The threat is for me.
I thought momentum was for
Oh,
everyone.
okay.
Yeah,
No,
Fred is
for you as
Momentum
the
is stored in a
players.
group pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as the players. Threat is my specific thing, which
Oh,
I
okay,
can
okay.
use to basically threat is the reverse momentum.
Nice.
it's like hope and like
Yeah, it's like hope and hate in Lord
except
of the
here
Rings.
like you create people like surprising soldier souls out of nowhere.
I like this mechanic. It's kind of nice.
Mhm.
We can also
You do
give
lose it at the end of the scene, though,
we
if you
can,
don't spend
we
it.
can also give him Fred if we want more stuff. As
Make
you
it
Don't
know.
you
heal.
keep it up to like 6, like the entire session?
No, it says at the end of a scene, so it's up to you whenever the like at end of a scene is. So it could be like a session.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be nice. I'm
but-
gonna let you keep the up to 6 throughout the entire session. If it's like extra momentum, then that doesn't get stored. So, but I'll let you have up to 6.
Yay!
Yay.
It's like I can be nice. Not
Thank you,
everything has to be
thank you,
like World
Senator
of Darkness.
Grantlock.
Yes.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
Not every game has to be World of Darkness. It's fine. Nice
We're
word.
playing Dune.
Yeah, this is much more. This is Dune's a much more friendly place than the World of Darkness. I don't know how to tell you.
For now,
That's true.
for now,
Until we make enemies.
for now.
You make enemies. But yeah. So, are you listening in for any specific things or?
I think she would want to hear if there are any special guests that haven't been announced, or if there is a specific reason for this event other than let's have an event, I guess.
Far as the people on the streets, there's like rumors. Everyone is excited the fact that the show has such a big production, and maybe this is also what Damocles was referring to. That hey, this is a bit too large of a thing just to have like a normal kind of. They're blowing their budget a bit too much.
Yeah, I guess she would ask maybe some of the servants if they have been like moving any kind of special goods.
Servants?
Like,
What
been
servants?
doing it? Servants? Oh wait, no, I can't do that because this is another city.
This is another city.
We're not in the same city, exactly.
You want to infiltrate the other city and like ask them that, but that's
Yes, I'm gonna do that. No.
Basically, ask like do the puppy eyes to like some merchants like to show people like and like ask them like, can you give me your shipping data, please?
No.
A detailed list of entries, maybe perhaps.
Yes.
Any poisons delivered?
No, then I guess that's mostly it. I don't know what else she could be asking. Since it's not like she has access to access to the actual people preparing the event, so
You could get like information of who is going to attend.
didn't Rihanna already do that?
Yeah, I get the
Oh, that's what Rihanna's doing. Okay.
every minor and major house and some chrome dignitaries are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible to? I know this might not be important to the thing as a whole, but is there any way for Rian to look up fashions and something that would be affordable for our house to make us look less like a poor house, essentially? Well, I guess, or not
No,
against the
I mean,
so.
you can, if you want, you can spend 1 dot of wealth. Make sure that for this event, you are all just like nobody will notice the difference for this event.
How much wealth do we have as a whole?
About 6.
Do you guys feel comfortable with that? Because this is the house funds as a whole, so I want to make sure.
I think we should leave it up to the two daughters, but appearances seem to be a huge thing, so it could be worth it.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
we get more funds out of it, definitely.
And I will make
Okay.
I'll make a
More
note.
stuff.
Priority hustling.
She has the correct mindset. It's not ego, it's money bags.
Gotta spend money to make money, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were a bunch of ballers. Let's go, baby. Big spenders.
You gotta be bond, caress them balls.
God
Gotta
damn
be
it.
balling to ball.
Aw.
No. It's gonna
Look, we gotta look nice.
follow you forever, Jill.
It will follow me to my grave. It's gonna be on my fucking tombstone.
Here lies Jill. Balls caress.
The world now. God damn it. We gotta get a new person to put there for this game, though. We'll find them.
We find someone now.
Paul Atreides. Call it Paul's caress.
He's not born yet.
My
He is though. What? Isn't he?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, he's. Sorry, I was thinking about Lito. Yeah, sorry. A little baby Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's quite young, but I think he is.
he
Gotta
So
go.
what you're saying is, Astrid has a chance.
Oh,
Or
no.
Do
Yeah,
you want to have a chance? I feel like
Yeah, I don't think that's.
No, no thanks.
Yeah, that's
For the
it's a
good of the
problem.
house.
No.
Not that.
No,
Not that
thank
one.
you. Not that one, yeah.
You could become God Emperor.
Yeah, the worm.
Or-
Okay.
yeah, I don't think it worked out that well. People
Yeah.
involved.
For neither Chani nor Irwan.
Yeah. Neither the wife or the concubine were happy.
It's time to upload the first sticker to this Discord server.
Oh no.
Ooh,
no, no.
it's happening.
Is it
It's
Paul?
Nah, it's fine. don't mind me. Do your thing. I'll upload it later, but
Oh no.
there you go. It's just for you, Joe.
No.
Oh no.
Yay!
Not the word.
Dune's caress.
It's correct. So yeah.
Make sure.
Freya
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
would actually search for the heirs of the greater houses that are gonna visit. See what their factions are.
Oh, Freya
And the
doing the
territories.
actual important research. She
Oh.
is making the Excel.
I mean, anything particular interested about them?
Particularly what the territories are, what they're known for.
Boy, there's about 18 houses. Go through.
Some of the minor ones.
The
Just
ones
not-
that on your that are so the minor ones. Are we talking about the ones like Orpheus? Because there's like 3. So how the planet is breaking is kind of like split. You have House Draco, which is the major house, and they are on top. They are basically this more like militaristic house with great power and influence that, well, used to be much greater, but now has more or less fallen out of favor. But it's still an important house. Then underneath them, there's three minor houses. You have House Charybdis, you have House Orpheus, and House Ruvinio. House Orpheus is the one that you people serve, more or less. And
You people.
They are much more kind of like dedicated to the art scene, and they run the city of Yorith, which is a very major city, very important, and both the planet and the general region of the galaxy. House Charybdis, they're more of the weirdos of the group, dabbling in sort of like genetic science, genetic manipulation. They have some of the best scientists around in this area, so people tend to put up with the weirdness. And then you have House Ruvinium, which is sort of the breadbasket. They provide a lot of the food production for the planet and a lot of the exporting throughout the systems in the sector. These are like the minor houses. And there's about 8 other nascent ones that are kind of like on your level.
Okay. But not as competent.
Yeah, there's like different variations of competency and wealth. Some of them are clearly above you. Some of them are more or less on your level. Oh, guys, I did so much. This is how I spent my time. Didn't read the book, but goddamn, I built a lot of the fucking world.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yes.
We can learn the mechanics. You don't need to know that. That's fine.
And
Asking for a friend, who would be one of the wealthier houses? Like in the minor section.
Yes, Tamara. Yes.
are we talking about the
Hustling.
monetary wealth, or are we talking about the resources or influence?
Probably resources.
I would say probably Ruvinum.
Okay.
The farmers. You will
Yeah,
farm.
no,
Yeah.
they have a lot of. Listen, everybody needs to eat, and not only do the house does the house Ruvinum just produce a lot of algae based food from like the planet. They also produce one of the more popular wines that are being sold in this area. So, listen, everybody needs to eat. Most people like to drink. So, it's quite a profitable business.
Okay.
So, I would say they would have the best money, like in sort of like resources, like financial situation.
Mm.
House Orpheus is clearly the most like influential out of the 3 minor houses. Charybdis, who even knows what they have cooking up in their labs? Who even knows?
We love a mad scientist.
They might know history. They're nerds.
They are
They might-
definitely nerds, yes.
They read books, unlike the others. Who just drink.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, I know who are the Klaxon are also nerds.
They're weird nerds. They don't count.
They definitely count. Sorry to
Not considered human.
They are
They do.
very much 100% human.
Yeah.
I know.
That's so disappointed. Like, yeah, sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Technically.
No, the weird ones are the Ixians. The Ixians are the actual weird ones. Because, like, who even uses computers, guys?
Losers. That's who.
Yeah, I totally don't have an Ixian damper.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I mean,
Guys.
Guys, please.
No. Immediately gets, like, fucking renegade housed, set into exile, switches the entire. I did all the world buildings for like 3 sessions, and then you get exiled. Like, goddamn.
Why? Is that like the boo?
we equip. What? What do you mean, Flavio?
Isn't the action damper like taboo?
A lot
No, they
of
barely
the things Ixians do are kind of skirting the
They're
edge
barely
of
legal.
legality.
They're barely illegal. But they do important stuff. They also make highliners, so it's okay.
They're just jealous. It's fine.
Yeah. Now, in the future, they will actually be very important, but that's in the far future.
So yeah, no. As for like, yes, please do. If you can like put them in a nice, orderly manner that they're like equidistantly to each other.
I can't move the others. I was trying for half an hour.
Where do you want to move it?
I will. I don't want to spend time now, but I will arrange them eventually. As for like, I'm not sure if you're just interested in like house, just the wealth, or are you like also interested in potential matches for marriage?
Yeah, she's gonna look into that as well.
I mean, hey, both. There's like 2 people in House Orpheus who are unmarried. There's the weird sciencey guys, as far as you know. House Ruvinium, the lady ruler, Petra Ruvinium, is technically also a widow. She's rather old. Or rather older. No, no heirs. Or at least no
Father?
like.
Father,
They get the same thing.
you want to take one for the team?
It's like, hey guys, I tried doing the NPCs for like the nascent house. That's fine. I won't ask questions. Give me the list of all of them. Rulers, heirs, any advisors?
Rod, you would have to know that they would have done this to you. They do this every time.
Yes. I was a fool to trust them.
I can't even get mad. I'm sorry.
But I will like point this out to you that there's no freaking way in any universe that a minor house would just even look at you right now.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're like looked down upon the other nascent houses. How do you think a minor house is gonna look at all of you?
I guess we have to work on her.
They're just haters.
Yeah, that will probably be it.
Like your father hopes you'll get a match between you and another nascent house. He's not gonna
shoot for the stars, man.
Yeah, and that's the first way to get absolutely demolished in the game of politics. Just go tangle with the big guys.
Go drink. First step 1, drink the worm water. Step 2, profit. Then you.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this will be
So we know nothing about the other nascent houses.
No, you know a lot of things. The question is, I can info dump on you for like 5 hours. Okay.
No, okay. How about like when we encounter someone, you're like, you would know this about
Yes,
them.
that was my plan. But you ask
Okay.
questions now, I will answer them.
I want to know the lore. Give me the lore.
Like, I have that Conca tab open right now, looking through them.
I was already reading through some of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, there are various choices, various flavors. You have another food, you have industry, you have war.
Yeah,
you have-
Grunt told me and Max some stuff, so
yeah, we know. Yeah, we can provide you the lore. If you
Well,
need it.
we'll do the best we can.
You are the mentat. That really fits your character. You are the
My
lore
Windows-
master.
My Windows 95 Excel sheet, it's fine.
Do you think a Mented can run Doom?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Interface will be a bit awkward, but yes, but he has the capability to.
Look, you just gotta. No, I'm not gonna say it.
no, Red, go on, Red.
What's the interface?
Finish the joke.
Look, we're better people now. We've grown. We're not gonna do that.
No, we have not, Red.
It's like you
No,
just
we
gotta
have not.
turn her off and on again. Is all you know. It's like,
Where's the
God damn.
power switch? That's my question.
See, this is how.
Don't worry about it.
But other than preparing I assume the staff for what's to come, I don't think there'll be much for Rihanna other than that and getting the clothing for what we need.
You spared no expense. You will have clothes fitting of nobles.
Yes.
And not just clothes, but also like a vehicle that would get you there. Like this is an entire like arranged scheme of being as trying to fit in with everyone else. So you're gonna spend lavishly on both clothing and people that take care of your things, the servants. Everything should be like top notch.
Well, first impressions are important.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told I have a bad first impression.
We'll work on it. We believe in you. It's gonna be fine.
So, anything else, or do you want to fast forward time a bit as we prepare for as we engage the party?
I'm good.
Thank you for not letting that silence lie so long.
I'm thinking. Sorry, I think I'm good. I can't think of anything else right now that Nero would do in preparation, other than just like making sure she's got like poison antidotes. But I feel like she always has those on her anyway.
Maybe I would ask the old buddies at this voice church whether they heard that whether they were told to prepare for anything, or if it's all just usual proceedings.
While they can't.
Yeah, no, because but
They won't.
Yeah,
they
no.
won't say. So they won't give you like a preparation
yeah, of course,
protocols.
confidential, but like
It is very like telling to you at the very least the fact that such a large regiment is present.
all right then.
Like
Yeah,
it might just be the House Draco showing off, but
Yeah, no,
like
no,
are they
Enrico-
showing off for the minor houses? Like what the fuck?
Enrico will prepare the escape doors out of the firefight once it will start. Once the last gun starts flying.
Oh no! Immediately nuclear explosion.
No, no, no last cuts.
No, it's now up. Yeah. I agree with our house that there is a fucking scheme going on here.
Enrico he builds his own security team. They call themselves the Suicide Squad. All of them have a lance gun equipped. They're like, guys, if you attack us, we just blow ourselves up. We'll die. Like, don't mess with us. It's the winning strategy. Nobody will attack you then.
Jesus.
Always walk around with like 5 people with lance guns around you.
We're just fucking terrorists. This is so bad.
Yes.
And they're gonna be like such a like determinist. They're like gonna shoot their own shields to make sure that the explosion is gonna be like at where their location. It's not gonna be like, no, I'm just gonna shoot myself and I'm gonna kill all of you.
I'm a professional.
There goes the monetization, guys.
Wow.
It
It wasn't even me this time. Let's go.
Gonna
the one
say
view on the unlisted video.
the 10 cents I was never gonna get anyways because I'm playing Dune music in the background.
Their cyberpunk music really throw them off.
Yeah. So as we fast forward, you all prepare for this event. To research, investigate, ask questions, learn more about the guests, the location. It's really like faded in the background. It's fine.
Yeah, I had to turn it off.
So as you kind of like the city has like an actual like shuttle ad system. Since your city is not connected to the major transit network. So you'll kind of like take the like a private shuttle, which again, you paid for, so it actually looks like you are a very self-respecting house. And totally not the people who are posing for this.
That's what this is about, is to pose for
Yes.
shit.
The Instagram strat. We rent some cool shit for one day.
Yes,
Return the suit with the tag on.
this is
I'm an actress. I can act like a rich person for a night.
the fake it till you make it.
Literally.
Be the person you want to be.
And of course, since Astrid apparently wants to play in the show, Astrid, you probably would have taken several trips to meet some of the other actors and play out a couple of scenes. Of course, you play like a very minor character, so it's easy for you to like pick up on the lines and then just kind of like work from there, go with the flow kind of situation. So you have to arrive there a bit early, maybe like 2 hours early. As Astrid, you'll take your leave to join the crew, while the rest of you are escorted into like the large lounge room in this immense opera house. As it's about kind of like 5 p.m. The show would start at 7.
Would any of us go with Astrid,
That's up to you.
or are we just sending her alone?
She's going
Because-
backstage to join the
I mean, yeah.
the acting crew, but if you want to go with her, that's fine.
I think Rian, if no one else volunteers, would go to make sure she isn't alone and to keep an eye on things as well as bring back any information that would hopefully pop up that would be useful.
And Freya would definitely go with her
I mean,
and support her.
Brienne might be more useful with like the crowd of nobles, right? With the information that she has.
The whole family comes with me.
Nobody wants to interrupt the
What group?
podcast.
I mean, I was asking because I was debating going with Astrid if we wanted to have a doctor with her.
There will be either Enrico if both sisters are there, and if it's only her, then there will be like a guard there, just in case over like a radio.
It could just be one of
And
our
Enrico,
guards, I guess.
you are
Yeah.
the guard.
You are the guard. You are the bodyguard.
There's no one
Oh,
else.
didn't I have like 12 helpers?
They need to say that somebody needs to take care of it. You can't take the entire city police force with you.
Oh,
Oh.
it's the entire city police force.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
those
no.
both
Well,
people
police.
are for like the entire city.
Oh, I misunderstood.
You have military 0. You have no
Oh.
money.
I assumed those were our family guards.
No, you have no
Oh.
family guards. You are
I
the
guess
family guard.
I am the family. I guess I go with them because Oh,
We
now I understand.
have no money, Enrico.
I am the military. I am the army.
Yes.
I am the
Dad's saying it too.
Okay,
We
so
have
Enrico
no-
goes.
Okay, yeah. So who goes with Astrid? Because Enrico goes. Because like I say, if Rian would go if there was no one else to go, just to keep an eye on things and keep stock. But if everyone's going, she would stay behind to keep an eye on the house at the very least.
Yeah, because Enrique cannot be at several places at the same time.
I mean, I don't think everybody needs to go backstage with the actors, but like,
Yeah.
I was just suggesting one person.
Actually, I'll probably watch the floor with like Freya. I feel that would be like more important.
Well, I feel
Okay, then I will go with
Freya-
Astrid.
I doubt there will be assassins. Again, the main theory is still other houses are fighting each other, not us.
Yeah, no, even as you arrive in Enrico, you can see several like white serpents just hanging around the outsides of the buildings. There's like guards everywhere. This place isn't the easiest to break into.
Yeah. I'm watching the floor, I guess, for anything to do floor. I'll be observing tightly. for
Well,
no one.
Damocles would insist that you hang around him and his daughter, so
Yes, exactly. So I would hang around them.
not the happiest that Astrid wants to play, but he's gonna ignore his trauma for a bit.
It's okay,
Oh.
Naira. The poison specialist is with her.
Unless you get
Astrid will try
stabbed, then
to. Astrid will try to.
I'm a
reassure-
doctor. I'm not just poison.
I'm a minor character, Father. This is not an important role. It's just to
oh
participate.
god, you're just like taking
No,
the
that's-
knife, stabbing
no.
him repeatedly.
No.
It's like, so was your mother? It's like, take this, take another one. So painful.
You think he has? You think he had a flashback where she said that words? The mom
He
saying the
did.
exact same thing.
This is exactly. It's like
Probably.
I'm just a minor cat. Like nobody
Nobody cared for
Nope.
us.
Oh my goodness, it's all right.
He will like wish you good luck, but he will not say do your best.
Oh,
Oof. I feel guilty for putting him in this situation, but this is for all of us. So Astrid is still going to do her best.
He's like shaking all the time.
Yeah.
PTSD.
Well, I mean,
PTSD attack. Like
so then Nira and Astrid, you will go backstage. The other three, you will be with Damocles in the lounge, and you can all three of him like see his you wouldn't know this unless you like know him personally, but since you do, you can clearly tell he is anxious about this entire thing.
oof.
I'm sorry.
He's like
This is
slightly
so
pacing
bad.
about,
Oof.
drink in
I
hand,
think
not saying too much.
Rian would try to help him out here. Feeling really bad for this guy. We've just been beating him up all day. My lord, it's going to be all right. She has Nira with her, and we're all here, and we're being very vigilant with this whole thing. Do not worry.
He like kind of sighs a bit, says, "Am I that obvious?"
The pacing and the hole in the floor he's made. A bit.
No, you're right. I should act proper. We'll do our duty. Right?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll as well, guys. I'm gonna roll as well.
Oh no.
20s. Hope this. Oh damn. Oh no, is
is this a PTSD attack or a luck?
Can I can we assist
no.
him? Fred?
Can I
You
can I
rolled a
observe?
20, guys. You rolled. This is
Oh
bad.
no!
Well,
Oh, no.
I do have I do have a discipline focus observe. So can we like see if he does anything? He's like
Or-
shaking.
Or can we use momentum to help out with these rolls for this guy?
Yeah, can we like intervene?
Poor dad.
Yeah, no. Listen. Your
the
words
grunt-
of encouragement, Rian, are falling on deaf ears.
The,
Let
the,
me
the
check the
grunt,
complication list. What?
the
Oh no.
the grunt luck rolls are like turning because he rolls like net 20s usually. So
Yes.
This means you fail here.
This means it's gonna be bad for us every single time.
We're
It's gonna
gonna
be-
we're gonna keep him alive. Okay, we're gonna give him some weed, man.
He-
Give him some of the good stuff.
Well,
He's
the first experience point came sooner than I thought.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. He will level up.
He'll become
will level
stronger.
We've been actually helping him in the long run by bullying him.
As he like says that, yeah, we should all do our best. He like tries to take a sip from the wine glass, but kind of like spills a bit on his clothes, kind of like dirting it. It's like,
Can I intervene with my swiftness and like?
You know what? Sure, it's gonna be a difficulty 3 because you're trying to prevent.
Yes.
Drink.
Yes,
Sure, give me a roll.
sure thing. I'll add my focus swift to it. I feel it seems reasonable here, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Move and either duty. Yeah, duty.
Yeah, either would work.
Free.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Nope.
For fuck's sake, man!
Uh,
And I remember playing D&D.
actually, no, it was, would it be difficulty 3?
See.
Maybe I feel like it would be just a difficulty 2, honestly.
Yay!
Yay.
I saved this clothing and I helped him slightly.
All our money. that shirt's gonna be like our entire rent for the next 2
rent-
months.
So
the
yeah,
company from whom
I need to give it because in my mind, like I'm like thinking of like other so I'm like thinking like 2 is like average, but no, average is 1.
No, average is 1. Yeah, 2 is
Yeah.
like challenge, something difficult.
So
Yeah.
yeah, no, you managed to like kind of like pull his arm away, and the wine just spills on the floor instead of on his shirt. It's like, thank you, and go.
Just doing my job.
You see, like immediately a servant come and kind of like with a cloth and starts wiping the floor. They take a glass and says, "Did I get you another cup, my lord?" And he just nods as the servant quickly departs.
Ooh.
That man.
Freya's gonna take her dad's hand, just say, let's just enjoy the show. And we can worry about it afterwards.
No, you're right. I need. Sorry, I'm usually I should be better at this. I feel like I'm letting all of you down now. No, you are correct.
We are here
I'm
for
gonna
you.
give him a kiss on the cheek.
Aw, that's so cute.
Aw.
We are here for you with support, sir. You're not in this alone.
Thank you. Couldn't have asked for better people to work for me. You are all. I'll trust you all. You are as capable as anyone can hope. Meanwhile, backstage, people are kind of like rushing around. Costumes are being exchanged. It's kind of like sets are being prepared. You see people are preparing to like. There's like these like smoke machines that are being like set up. Lights like coloring. Mirrors are being moved. Everyone's like it's like utter chaos in the back. As Astrid and Nira, you make your way. As I'm not sure if you want to do anything else, specific here, or just gonna wait for things to start.
For me in particular, I'm gonna just try and stay out of the way so I'm not causing more problems, but still keeping an eye out on specifically Astrid.
Yeah, no, Astrid is not going to cause any trouble. She would just maybe chat as much as she can with the actors and maybe try to befriend them. But she wouldn't ask like about the event and stuff like that, just about themselves.
Well, right now, not that much room to chat as people kind of like rush
No,
over.
no, I mean like we must have had like
yeah, you've had like
rehearsals and stuff
yeah,
like that, so
you got to know a bit of the other like improv actors they've shipped over from Lumen. The major actors they don't even know your name, so they
Relevant.
yeah they're kind of like above all of you in both social and political ranking. But like the other people are genuinely nice. Everybody is kind of like stressed out. This is a very like a major event. A lot of money and time has been put into it. You like know that they've brought in like several crews to like help out stage all the special effects they're gonna use. You can understand why it was such a large cost for the production. They're like really doubling down on everything.
nice.
And yeah, eventually, as time passes, more people do gather in the lounge area. Rian, Freya, especially the two of you, because I don't think Enrica studied the noble houses.
Nope, I'm just watching out for when the fighting begins.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's a win statement, not if.
Really trying to manifest that. Like, guys, I know the fire will start. I'm just here with the
Listen,
fire extinguisher.
Yes, that is literally what I'm waiting.
So Rian and Freya, you recognize a lot of the people going about as the rulers and possible heirs or maybe like other advisors, people are starting to pour in, right? You see certain like colorings and recognize a couple of faces in the crowd. And well, I'll say that there's one person that draws your attention, Enrico, that, well, this is a party that's just filled with nobles. They're all clearly trying to like mind their manners and etiquette. There's one man who does not seem to care. He carries himself in such a like almost like thoughtless manner, almost like he's trying to show off. As all three of you would recognize Silax Orpheus. Rather, a man with an interesting reputation of just not giving a fuck. To the point where it's actually detrimental to the house itself. The reason you would know of him, Enrico, is that he is also quite the renowned fighter. He also is a graduate of the Guinness School of Sword Fighting. And he has quite a flashy fighting style, kind of matching that carefree attitude he likes to at the very least present to everyone. Nobody really knows if it's authentic or not, but he sure does pull it off. So you see him like prancing about. Maybe you even overhear like a rude comment or two towards one of the servants. He is definitely pompous. I'm not sure if there's anyone you would like to interact maybe before the show. There's like a small window of time which might let you talk to like maybe one or two persons.
I think Rion would go with the nascent houses, essentially. Keep an eye on, see if there's anything of interest in that regard. Possibly with, I believe, I know you mentioned some things to me, Grunt, so maybe either House Wagnik, I apologize, or even House of Kindus.
So, Vodnik, House Vodnik is one of the more, their main business is fish harvesters. They are also kind of like working for House Ruvinium, so they supply a lot of the tools and machinery that House Ruvinium uses. And did you say like another house? And
House of Kindus, I believe you told me they were
yes,
the metal
Alkindus.
ones.
Yes, Alkindus. Alkindus is one of the more highly regarded nascent houses, as they run one of the more industrial towns towards like the eastern part of the continent, and they run a lot of mining operations in that specific town. But they produce a very interesting alloy, which is like quickly gaining a lot of popularity, especially amongst nobles. Let me find my notes on that one. So they do call it a Damascus alloy, and other the fact that it is very hard and durable, can be used, and it is used in many industries. The reason why it became so popular, especially with the noble crowd, is basically the alloy itself has a pattern to it, but it's not just a pattern, it's a constantly shifting pattern. The alloy, the minerals they used when creating this alloy have a certain like microorganism living into like the metal itself that's always kind of like moving. So for like a decent while after creating, for example, blades seem to be a very, very popular thing. or maybe like armor pieces, like decorative armor. You can see like the metal on the blade shift, and eventually the microorganisms die out. But for like maybe a couple of years, they're like very active, and then slowly die out as the pattern starts moving slower and slower. But it is quite mesmerizing, and it was quite the innovation when it started. And again, this is one way a lot of people can show off. Has some military applications as well for camouflaging people and buildings, but most nobles just use it to show off.
Ah, gotcha.
The man, the ruler of House Kindis, certain man by the name of Ryan, he is very has a reputation for being sort of business focused. He is very is still polite, like most noblemen at least try to be, maintain appearances. But he is known to be quite the businessman, and well, he runs an industrial town, so you know that operations have to be somewhat smooth and efficient for it to properly work.
Gotcha.
Whereas the ruler of House Vodnik is much more of a simple man. Mostly promoted to nobility due to the usefulness and efficiency of his fish harvesters. He looks, while Ryan immediately like blends with the nobility. Gregor is there's a sense of familiarity to how your house is perceived, to how his house is perceived. But the difference between you and Gregor is that Gregor doesn't really seem to care. He is dressed not very flamboyant, not very like luxurious. It's very like utilitarian. And he seems to be more of a quiet type of individual, as he seems to be mostly keeping to himself.
Understood. One of us. And I was like, Freya, there you go. I found one.
fellow peasant.
He's gonna look at you. Yes. Who would you have in mind exactly?
Well, Sir Gregor over there comes from a very lucrative house. Deals with mostly, like, she would basically break it down. Like, I assume we're privately talking to each other, basically away from the crowd or anything like that, Greta, if that's all right to assume. But in our own apartments.
Sorry, what? What does he? What?
I assume that we are speaking to each other away from the crowd.
Yes, I
yeah,
We are
just
at one
imagine
table.
like
together with-
shouting and
Yeah.
pointing, like, "Hey, look at that guy!"
I thought so. I just want to make sure. I didn't want to assume. Says, well, House of Kinda does have some very interesting industrial things that I would love to learn more about. That House Gregor brought it at the very least. He's a very quiet man. He's not proud or pompous, or at the very least, not someone who would be overwhelming for someone of your nature. And he does have interesting allies with a powerful house, and he does deal with food and industry in that regard. I think at the very least, you would probably find interest in talk with them. Or if not that, House Akinda does have very fascinating alloys that may be interesting for your scientific mind.
I mean, probably start with Gregor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he looks nice.
Yeah, Gregor
If not,
Gregor is a very like kind of like a bulky individual, rather tall, well built, short brown hair, bit of a like stubble and like a short beard.
if nothing else, friendship. I say aim for friendship. Don't come off as too. Well, just friends in speaking terms would be ideal. I know your father has wishes for both you and your sister, but we've only met each other now, and if there any matches will be far in the future for you at the very least. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. You and your sister are doing your best. And she like gives you a bit of a pat on the shoulder.
I will try my best.
No problem. And if you need help, we're here for you, of course.
Thank you, Rihanna.
Of course. Now I'm gonna hunt down a servant to interrogate. She has to look up and find someone to talk to.
Okay, let me open just my Pinterest board.
Sorry, Grant. You know who I am. You don't have to give the
I
names.
know.
I'm just gonna ask questions.
This person does not exist.com.
It's all right.
No, because now I have to like find nice profile pictures for them. So I'll just find like the most evil looking individual and just throw him there just to make you paranoid.
Like, this is like a cool dude.
Get worm tongue.
Oh man, this advisor to a really powerful guy is wearing black and purple. He must be so good.
Yeah.
He carries a scepter and
Jokes.
everything.
He
The
speaks in
joke's on you,
tongues.
that doesn't work with red.
So yeah. Like the more evil he is, the more like I gotta talk to you. You look like the most interesting guy in the room.
Do you really want to find? Okay, challenge accepted.
No, I
No, it's too late now. I already got the picture.
just want to ask questions now.
Yeah, no, we'll see.
Wait, Grunt. No, I have a better idea. Look, this will be your character. Look at how trustworthy this guy is.
Oh
I
my
know.
god, it's been 3 days. Stop complaining about the goblins. Jesus.
What happened there? I want to see what the fuck happened.
No, listen. Like you said, this guy is a trustworthy looking man. Look at that face. I trust him with my money.
Hey, seeding for
actually
the
did.
Lord of the Rings game. Jesus, calm down, Hate.
No, Grunt, I'm not seething. It was a joke because they said that this guy looks trustworthy.
Yes.
No, Max said it's a neutral looking goblin.
Apparently Flavia thinks he's cute, so you know.
So, Freya, do you approach Gregor? Or is this gonna be?
Yeah.
So yeah, as he's like holding, you realize he's not even holding a glass of like wine. He's literally holding a glass of water. As he like almost like seems surprised that you're approaching him.
Good afternoon.
And rather it's a bit evening, but it's a good evening to you as well. And he's like trying to like, you can see like his eyes squint slightly as he's trying to like recognize the house you belong to.
I guess not many people know of us. How's Kairos?
Oh no, my apologies, my lady. I didn't. I am not the most well versed in the politics of the planet. It's kind of like awkwardly extends a hand as Gregor Vodnik, Lord of House Vodnik.
Just gonna extend her hand for Kairos.
As you can
Yeah.
like see, his hands don't look like that of a noble. He looks like someone who like does manual labor. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady.
Likewise. So how are you today?
Says I'm excited to see the show. I suppose we all are.
Definitely yes. Have you ever been or seen one?
Not really my scene. I have heard about other shows like this, but well, never this one never one on this scale at the very least.
I imagine it to be quite awesome. I mean, my sister actually plays in it, so it has to
Oh,
be.
oh, that's I never knew. Then I suppose I should be eager to see her performance.
You're definitely gonna be. She's awesome what she's doing.
I would expect nonetheless. I believe I'm just gonna make a roll. See if he actually does. Why did I roll another 20? What the fuck?
The
This
Gruntluck rolls. The Gruntluck is reversed here.
All right, just for me, test another roll. Don't even use it. Just test another roll. I want to see if you get another 20.
What did you roll for? What was the question?
Another 20.
Yeah, I think it's a you thing. You might
It's
wanna
just
refresh.
you.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I rolled
get-
2 successes on the fourth one, but like yeah, 320. Jesus fuck. Yeah, no,
Just that you
she's
get
gonna.
one, so
Okay, let me
He just
think.
has a panic attack.
In D&D, you would roll nat 20s, but here,
So he says, I believe. I remember wasn't your mother. You're also known for great acting. I heard something about
yes.
that.
Yes, she was amazing.
Is she not gonna attend? I don't. I just and see her here.
No, she died.
He like his face just as the realization that his incomplete knowledge just absolutely demolished him right now. I said, I apologize. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I knew a bit about your house. I never, just, I. He like starts fumbling with his words.
But it's fine. I mean, we have to move on. But she will be remembered as an amazing actor.
No, truly, I have seen her performance. At least I haven't seen that. I've heard from people who've seen the performance, and I know it was one of the best.
Yeah. Sadly, that was the reason she died. But yeah, that's yeah.
Can I get you another glass of the wine here they serve is made by Lady Petra herself, and it's top quality. She like tries to find an escape from this conversation as he's dug himself into.
I mean, you don't like it? You're drinking water.
Well, alcohol is not the healthiest drink for the body, but I don't see an issue. We can toast to excellent performances and for a prosperous future.
Yeah, but you can give me water as well. I mean, we can toast with water.
Seemingly relaxing as he realizes he's also found someone who's incredibly awkward and lacks etiquette, he will go and grab a glass of water. You realize, like, they're not even, like, the servants aren't even going around with trays of, like, water glasses. They're all, like, alcoholic drinks. So he has to, like, go to, like, one of the corners of the room and just grab a glass, and he returns back. And Rico, you're like sitting next to Damocles as he's like watching this exchange. He like kind of leans to you and says, somehow that doesn't make me less concerned. Toasting water?
Nah, I think it's in this case it's fine. If it's one of if it was one of the higher ups, I would been suspicious. But no, he's just a. He doesn't seem to be anyone of import.
He's
don't-
he's the ruler of another nascent house. As like looks towards you.
Enrico then now for. Oh,
Yes.
He's like, I didn't know.
Now you understand my concern, my friend.
I mean, if she only drew. Oh, yeah. I think from the conversation, I think he's more insecure rather than, or he's nervous. Nah, I think he might be just more insecure generally. He doesn't give me off the vibe of a schemer.
No. And their reputation are as
Yes.
great engineers and hardworking individuals. Schemers are it's very far. No, and no, that you do have a good point, Enrico. I should be happy about this.
Don't worry. Again, no, I did agree with you from back from the meeting back a month ago that there is definitely something fishy here, but it's definitely not coming from him. You know, he does steal a lot of fish.
You will chuckle at the pun as Rian, are you just looking for a like how? Please describe me before I just hit you with the most evil character picture you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus. She's just honestly just because Rion is just an employee, so she has no status or ability to talk to someone of Alkindor's level. So she's looking for someone who would know more, maybe a servant in the house, just because she wants to ask how they run their city, because that's pretty interesting
Yeah.
as an industrial.
So as you it's a good question. How do you even generate threat? Something I just
we can give you, for example.
We can give you threat to like buy extra dice for a roll
I see.
instead of spending momentum,
but that's
or you can increase it like for like a plot. Say,
but I think that's all. That's like a conflict thing for now. I'm not sure if we can give you randomly threat.
You start with 2 in the beginning. It says if the game master
okay, nice.
starts.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You also start if you're a minor house. You start with threat, but we are a.
No, that's I know
race,
that's
so we get nothing. No one is afraid of us.
because I wanna because
I
if
think the
if I
momentum should also be 2.
momentum is 2 because you gained.
But yeah, you just get the 2 starting one.
Oh,
Yeah, you can also just say like this is a dangerous environment. There you go, threat.
yeah, but
But this doesn't apply.
yeah, this doesn't apply. But yeah, no, I technically can spend it,
We can also ignore complications.
which I will do right now to
I had questions. No.
justify this.
Okay.
So as you're kind of like
Both
looking
of it.
around, Rian, you kind of like hear like a sort of like deep voice, kind of like off to the side, and says, "Excuse me, couldn't help but notice." I don't recognize who you came here with, and I just like turn around to see who's talking. You can ignore the more exaggerated aspects of the art, but the face, hair, and vibe is pretty much on par. I will update
Exaggerated
Kanto.
aspects. Oh.
Is this the servant?
Yes, this is. I mean, listen,
Yes.
Rian's not the
Do the
only.
hell flames come with him, or
Yeah,
is
listen.
that just like a?
Just the servant. Like
Listen, Rianne's not the only like advisor and envoy who's about. There's like people about. There's like you see like probably a Chom agent or two.
My name is Lord Evil McVillainous.
Yes, you can see he has like kind of like long black hair and kind of like just a beard, and he is dressed rather plainly, a bit more plain, like enough that he can like pass for like an advisor or an envoy for a minor house maybe, as he
Right, you gotta make a character profile for this channel so we can have this save forever now.
Is this the red demon?
I am not an assassin. I'm just a you know I'm janitor. You see,
Ignore the red glowing eyes, the background, and the screams. You know.
his eyes aren't there. His eyes aren't glowing red, but
this long thing on my hip. That's my.
he
In my heart, right?
does exude a sort of a very threatening demeanor towards you.
Not assassin.
For 1 second. Rian would bow basically. Forgive me, sir. I did not mean to cause any issue. I am.
No need for
Rian.
such formalities. Unless I'm dealing with a. You don't look like one of the servants. And he like looks at your clothes, which are like much more visibly more expensive than his.
I am Rian. I work for House Kairos. I am. Well, I guess you would. I guess Dune, you just said I'm the mentat of the house, right? Assumingly, Grunt.
You're an advisor, and like mentat is not necessarily just. It's not your job.
Yeah, I guess you're making sure. I'm just a minor advisor. That is all. And
says it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. It will sound very rude, but us more common people can afford the courtesy, can afford the privilege. I thought you certainly don't look like the house Kairos I was told about.
Well, you always wish to make a good impression, of course. Haven't had a chance to really mingle with our peers, so we did not wish to disappoint at the very least, if that's not too much of a problem.
Oh no! In fact, this is the reason I heard your house was quite poor and fallen on hard times, was struggling, but you clearly are doing very well for yourselves. Where are my manners? Sir Drago, I work as part of the security team for House Draco. Yes, it is Drago. Is that?
What was the name of the house one more time? I just want to make sure.
So he actually no, because that's gonna be a tongue twister. Draco for House Draco. Yeah, no, he basically said he works as like part of the security team for the major house that runs the planet.
Thank you. Good evening, Sir Drago. Lovely to meet you. And like I said, we have our own resources, so I would thank you for your concern, if nothing else. Is there something I can do to help you, sir?
Entertain me for a few minutes before the show starts, I suppose. Let me know your. I did see you walk in the company of Swordsman of Guinness, and those aren't that common around here.
Sir Enrico is a well-established swordsman of our house. He's definitely someone we are proud to have, of course. If you wish to learn more.
As you should. There's only 2 of them right now on the planet. I think it's quite an impressive achievement.
Yes. I know the story is very much his own, but it is a story that he can tell if you wish for me to introduce you at the very least.
No need. I like to admire from afar. Don't want to bother anyone right now. Although I do hear he had
Sure.
a bit of a situation many years ago, but past is the past. I'm sure the record was cleared.
Oh,
How do you know about the
what
smuggling
is?
operation?
I'm not. Oh, actually, yeah. Mac, would Enrico have given any information like that to the team beforehand? Or you don't have
This
to. I just want to make
happened
sure I
like
know.
lots of
You
like
would-
this happened like
Oh, okay.
You would feel the sleazy vibe of Enrico.
I feel like this
You would
happened
feel
like
as a
more
member-
than a decade ago. Like this is
No, this was when I was like basically like still studying.
yeah.
This is like old stuff.
Like Enrico and Damocles are friends from like way back.
Yeah, Mentat might be able to like make plus and one plus one together, combined with the sleaziness and disinformation. But
Gotcha.
he would not say.
Well,
I
Damocles
just wanna
seems to
make sure.
trust Enrico, so
Yeah, that's good enough for like Rian. Well, everyone has their past is their own. I will not judge him for that, if for nothing else. And he has our full support at the very least.
quite open-minded of you. I shall adjust my expectations.
Of course. Are you enjoying the part at the very least? I understand you're doing security, but
Well, one can both enjoy their job and perform it diligently. I'm afraid I won't be able
Of
to
course.
watch the show, although I do hear it will be spectacular.
Why did you say it like
Yes.
that?
This man, I'm rev my sword ready, man. I'm observing. I also remind Grunt I cannot be ambushed because of my specialty.
It cannot be.
See, you said you can't be ambushed until Grunt pulls the 5 celerity lightning strike.
Yes, he just needs the disciplines.
So Enrico is
This is
actually a
actually an
combat
ECM
master.
crossover.
It's the parallel universe theory. All my games are actually in the
Jesus
same
Christ.
multiverse.
The GCU is
Sure.
real.
Did you see?
The GCU is real.
This is. If the universe dies, we'll just fucking teleport into Dune. The fucking
Oh,
like,
no.
how the Friends of Darkness crew.
Look, I think we can make it probably. At least a good portion of us will be fine. Hustling fighting vampires in the desert.
So he's gonna say, it was a pleasure making conversation with you, my lady. I
Same as you as well for you.
shall take my leave. So many hallways to check. If everyone's safe. And he like smiles.
Rian will do a bit of a nod. Says, "Good day to you as well, Sir Drago. If nothing else, I hope to see you again in the future, so we can conversations as always. Sorry lacking."
We shall see about that. And he like nods politely and like turns around and walks off. Damn, you're really like manifesting that thread. You're like, I hope you see you in the future.
What? I'm being polite, please. Don't do this to me.
Careful what
It's
you
in
wish
my
for.
character sheet.
But yeah, at this point the show will kind of start. So you're kind of like go to your respective seats. There's like a area reserved for each house, of course. You see like House Draco, the major house, is seated much more like a level above you with the other minor houses. Then there's a level below, whereas the minor like nascent ones, and then like for the rest of the populace downstairs. As in the backstage, people are rushing even faster now as there's like minutes before the show starts. Astrid, you're kind of like pulled off to the side. Nira, you can stay by her, like as long as you like, kind of like just are basically merged with the wall. Nobody will hit you otherwise. people are frenzying about now. As the show begins, you can see the large stage. As you see guys with the smoke machine starting to like pump out the smoke as the light crew starts fiddling with the installation. Now, I will want Astrid to give me a role for acting in this very, very important drama play.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we
use,
have momentum.
We have momentum to like negate the complications.
How, like, what can I use the momentum for? Do I use it like
Uh,
before or after?
It can be spent
or...
after a successful test to improve the outcome.
Yes.
Extra successes generate movement momentum, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to do anything before.
So you could buy d20s with momentum. The other stuff is kind of weird and complicated. Like you can create a trait in the moment.
You can also
Yeah, you
obtain
can
help.
create like traits and assets to help you depending
Yeah,
on.
basically, yeah, you can basically like create like a get an improv actor who's really competent or something. Or
Oh
obtain
my god! Can I?
we can.
Yeah.
Momentum too.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, this is 2 successes.
Yeah, but there's a complication.
Yeah.
Like you succeed, but it will be a. Do you want to have a
Yeah.
complication at this place or not? It's up to you.
No, I'm
could
gonna
also give
spend
him
momentum.
I'm
You also
gonna
give them threat.
I'm
like
gonna
Shane.
put it down by 1. And yeah, as this large drama piece, let me think, what would it even be about? Probably something related to the history of House Draco themselves. Maybe like one of the battles they participated in, subduing maybe a renegade house, and you see people like playing different soldiers. And Astrid, you're one of the kind of like the planet where the battles was fought. You're playing one of the like local leaders, as you like have to manage the refugees, and you manage to kind of like exude the emotion that the crowd likes you, and clearly everyone's gripped. From the privileged seats, the rest of you see Astrid's performance, and while it isn't mind-blowing, it is adequate. It's about as good as you could expect. It's performing the job. As you can like see her portray this local leader that stands up and kind of like helps the refugees and kind of like coordinates maybe with one of the soldiers. There's a bit of a tense moment there where not really sure if her character is about to live or die, and conflict seems to be resolved by the end as the forces of House manage to defeat the renegades in the battles. Enrico, I'll be honest, this fighting choreography, not really that impressive. Not really that impressive. So many problems. The weapons aren't exactly correct. The fighting techniques are sloppy. You can kind of tell where they're like trying to like compensate for the lack of the skill from the actors. But at this point, you kind of get used to it. Nothing is as good as the real thing. Yeah, this is just me whenever I watch fighting like movies.
So
No,
fucking
no,
true.
no, this is true. This is also how I think, so it fits.
So
I showed them on an arc.
now, I have a question for Freya specifically, since you were interacting with Lord Gregor. Would you sit next to him or next to your father?
I would sit next to my father
Okay,
during the play, yes.
that is the safer option.
Yeah.
then I will. Yep, that's fine. I will say that Rian, as you're not actually part of the like noble family, while you're in the same area, you're like a bit in the back. Like the only people kind of like allowed in the front seats are the actual like noble members of the families themselves. So you can like hang about back with Enrico a bit. You do also spot Mr. Drago off to one of the corners, just kind of like also watching. Mostly he's like sometimes partially watching the show, partially watching the crowd. Role he is on guard duty, and there's like a couple of other people here who also kind of exude the same bodyguard appearance. Of course, none of them are as presentable or as keen-eyed as Enrico, but well, most of these people here couldn't afford a source master from Guinness. I'll be honest; they are very, very expensive.
Ooh, I think she would quietly whisper to Enrico so she doesn't get overheard or gets interrupt anything going on. She's like, just wanted to let you know, it seems you have a bit of an admirer. Someone was quite surprised about your reputation at the very least.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. She kind of like nods her head discreetly in the direction of Drago, but not too sure what's the issue, but just wanted to give you some information.
I'm very curious in the local security presence. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rianne. I'll be looking with a stinky eye at him.
Let me go kill some people.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to notice the stinky eye, but he
No,
does.
not stinky eye, but not the stinky eye, but like just looking at him, like basically like the side eye, basically. Just...
Yeah, he does basically look what you would expect from maybe like a white serpent.
Alright.
He does have the kind of like the posture of a military man. Meanwhile, backstage, Nero, as you watch Astrid's performance from like the sideline, is there like an awareness roll that people can make in this game?
Yes,
understand, maybe?
No, it's a discipline actually, because discipline is the observe focuses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So discipline.
Yeah. It depends, I guess, on the situation.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like
my
this-
discipline's pretty high,
Yeah.
so is understand, so either one's fine.
Yeah, discipline and
If
presumably
I'm on a-
duty,
yeah.
as you're like kind of like
Yeah.
watching over the place.
Yeah.
If you're a guard, discipline. If you're like a fucking assassin, more understand. I would say.
Okay.
They're basically like. This would be like my interpretation. Oh no! Oh fucking no! The assassin's moving.
There's not a complication, it's fine.
Oh boy, let me think.
I mean,
about
we do have momentum,
Give
so I
me-
could,
give me like.
The assassin.
or I have a determination point. I can just get an automatic one.
I mean, if you want to spend the momentum and just no, actually, can you like roll like another d20?
Yeah, it would
after?
give me an extra one.
So yeah, you
on
can.
one
I guess.
d20.
Or you can spend the determination, just get another automatic success. So we're like at the end of the session soon, anyways.
Yeah, I'll spend my determination.
So you've been like part of the whole like research team. So you know that like the kind of like the like kind of like high point of the last scene of the battle, where like the two great generals kind of like meet, and instead of like letting other people die, they tend to duel each other, and it's like a duel to the death. And you know, like the actors who are gonna about to represent, and you kind of like glance back, and you look at the people that are dressed in the clear garb of the Draco general and the renegade general. That's when you realize hey, these aren't the actors that are supposed to play. And to make matters worse, you do recognize the two people playing. One is the ruler, not the ruler, the heir of House Draco, Flavius.
Oh my god.
And the other one is Theos's own brother, Silax.
Oh my god.
The best fight the other swordmaster.
Yes.
Good thing is Enrico will recognize any swordmaster once he sees the fight.
Also, by the look of those blades, those don't look
They're
like
real.
props. Yeah, no, they're absolutely real. And in fact, you do see them equip a shield. And they're like adjusting them, tuning the shield battery back. A bit discreetly, not like most people haven't seen this yet. You're like the only one who has noticed it.
So, just to understand, they're not going out yet. They're like preparing to go out.
So right now it's Astrid's scene where she's like basically gathering people. Like she's like taking the role of kind of like the refugee leader. Like she manages a lot of the people. She like used to be an important person in the community of the settlement on the planet where this battle is taking place. And she managed to bring these two people to sit down and maybe like find somewhat of a peaceful resolution. But as the stage, like the drama goes, negotiations will break down and they will just fight to the death.
So it seems like they're going to go out there and like actually fight, not stage fight.
I mean,
Or do something.
Something is fishy because they have...
It's off the plan.
Yes.
Okay.
The shields,
Am
the
I
actual
able
blades.
to... So like they're putting on like they're turning on their shield
Yes.
to do this. And do I have any way of contacting the rest of the house to just
I
like,
assume you have, like,
communicate with them?
There are comm things in Dune.
Yeah, you
I
have...
assume we all have them.
You can like radio them.
I'm going to like kind of radio Enrico and say exactly what I'm seeing. That they've gone off script.
Oh, this is... Excuse me?
I'm not telling Damocles, I'm telling Enrico.
No, Enrico, well, this is a character, like, excuse me.
They have real weapons, Enrico. I don't know what they're planning, but Astrid is out there right now.
Hold on in the seat. Yeah, Enrico will, he will quit. Oh. What's the scene? When
It's coming up right now.
Any idea on the assassin?
It looks like fucking Flavius Draco and Silax Orpheus are the ones.
Yeah, there's no assassin. They just seem...
There's not assassins, but they're taking the place of the actors.
Yeah. Fucking shit. This is horrible. Go to Astrid, fucking make her call sick or something.
Okay.
She's literally on stage.
She's
right now.
on the stage.
She's on stage,
yes.
yes.
Oh.
She's gonna be part of the scene, that's why.
Oh, this is suboptimal. Oh, this is most suboptimal. Fucking.
I can try and grab her attention, but I don't want to cause a scene if nothing is going to happen. Just stay alert. I wanted to let you know.
This is just fucking bad. Draco's entire regiment in the city. This is fucked. Let's hope we're not the target. I
don't see why we would be. But
I'll stay alert for if they target Astrid or try to hit her by accident.
I'm going to try and like while standing off to the side, like how would I be able to catch Astrid's eye from where she is? Or is she too far forward on the stage?
If you're willing to let me generate some threat, sure.
Like I don't want to step onto the stage, but I want to try and catch her
Sure,
attention.
give me like a roll.
More soldiers.
This would be like communicate roll, I feel.
Communicate. Could I argue for what is it? I have a high honor. Or this, I guess this still be duty.
Yeah, duty feels.
Duty. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Guys, I'm so scared.
Wow.
Yeah, no. You kind of like.
And I just want to like draw attention to the people who are coming out, not like communicate anything like complicated.
Yeah, no, you kind of like start waving your hands about a bit as Astrid. You kind of like notice her with like like on your peripheral vision.
Okay. Astrid will act as if like nothing happened and just keep doing her scene, I guess. But she will, I imagine, be more aware, whatever the fuck she was trying to communicate to her. So like a bit on edge, maybe.
I mean, are you trying to like?
But hey, this is improv, so she's like,
yeah, no, it's just improv. My question is Naira trying to like draw Astrid's attention to the people behind her, or like kind of like signal some sort of there's gonna be problems?
knife sword.
I'm trying to draw her attention to the people who are about to come out that have real fucking weapons.
Well,
Just so that she's aware.
Astrid, you
I
kind
will
of like.
also recognize that they're not the actors.
Yeah, so I was gonna say you can't see their weapons because it's like very like it's hard to like see them through like the I was gonna say darkness, but it's like the stage lights are on your eyes, kind of like blinding you. But as you like focus a bit, you recognize, just due to how like probably you studied a bit, you know at the very least how the heir to the major house of this planet looks like, and how the brother of the minor house you are working underneath also looks like. And you know that they're not part of this show. They're seemingly approaching, ready to enter the scene.
Oh, fuck my life. I guess she will say her closing line and step back to let the stage free for them.
Well, your scene is going to involve the two army leaders battling each other, and you have to be there present because you're going to try and like help the negotiations. The negotiations fail, and then they duel with you there.
Okay, fuck my life.
You can just back out the scene, I guess. Just like
no, I'm not gonna back. Am I a pussy? No.
Sure. So I'm not sure if anyone, while they're like prepping to enter, wants to do anything. Enrico, you have about a couple of minutes, like juggle.
No. I'll stay ready. Just in case like tomfoolery goes off or Astrid is threatened, he would intervene there.
Yeah, but
if it's
you
not
are
Astrid-
quite the way. It's like the stage is rather big. You are up high. Like it would take you. You're not going to be able to like be there instantly. It's going to take you at least 10 minutes to just get to the stage.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it fucking sucks, but Naira is preparing for if Astrid does get hurt, like what she needs to do. Like she has like the adrenaline shot to get her out of there and whatnot. But
I'm
not doing anything until something happens because it might be nothing.
Yeah.
It could just be two guys waving their dicks around on stage. Like,
yeah. I mean that's like the most logical considering the opposite. But yeah, he'll get right next to the stage just in case.
So yeah, you Rian, you see Enrico leave.
Yeah, you would inform Damocles before that.
You inform him. That's an interesting conversation we need to have.
Of what? Be specific.
No, nothing. I would say I need to go quickly. Like
says, where are you going?
Gotta go take a piss.
Gotta go take a piss.
Are you actually gonna try and bullshit him?
No.
That was it was a jokey remark. No, it's nothing important. Just a. Don't worry, everything is fine. Everything's
Precaution.
just a just a precaution.
What's he like? Looks at you, worried. Like, what's happening?
Are we there? Is he with us? Is
Yeah.
we're with Damocles, right?
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah,
together.
he would relay the information like a.
Well, you're not all sitting together, but he like
Yeah,
you can move to his seat and just talk silently.
Some of the actors are readying real weapons.
Oh.
What?
It might.
Go now, go.
I'll just be ready just in case. Again, we're probably not targeted, and I will not intervene.
Go
so-
now. He like
Yeah.
starts like raising his voice. The other people are kind of like looking at you now.
No, yeah, so he'll like he'll rush away and get right next to the stage.
So yeah, as you like rush down, there's like several flights of stairs. Like running full speed is gonna take you 10 minutes to even get to the backstage.
Big is this place?
It's very big. It's like it's immense.
The geography of the place, like
It's immense. It's like one of the largest. It's mechanically, it's like a great monument. Like it's huge. Like this is a planetary feature. Remember when I said Warhammer
Yes, you
Warhammer
did.
in scale? Yes, this is actually gigantic.
fucking running. He's doing a fucking like Usain Bolt sprint.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Rian or Freya do anything. Freya, you can definitely see your dad is now very concerned as he like stares at Astrid on the stage.
I'm just gonna place my hand on him and just say, everything's gonna be fine. There's no reason for them to target us. And Astrid knows how to handle herself.
Can I do a thing before when I
Does
show up? Can I do a thing if I show up at the backstage? Is there some leftover rebel gear?
Yeah, there's probably some
Yeah,
costumes.
Oh my God.
my plan.
Do not.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's true. This would be the ultimate power move. You just put on rebel gear, you show up, you beat both of them, be like, guys, I am the true fighter. I am
No,
the
no, no.
best.
That would be so based. Actually based.
Just put
No,
them
no,
in
no.
their place. Like, you think you can
Shows
fight?
up,
I'll show
beats
you.
up both of the actors. Explains
No.
nothing, leaves.
That is how you get enemies.
No, he would only intervene again. No, you just get ready, just in case to intervene. If Astrid only gets.
But yeah, so you rush to the
But
backstage.
I would not be on the actual stage. No, first I would
Yeah.
speak with Naira.
You're not even there yet. So as you rush to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
backstage, Rian, you can like presumably return to your seat as there's like hushed whispers looking out to you as you call. It's like a minor scene right now.
I guess Rian wants to like she would glance at Drago to see his reaction because he's supposed to be the security of this place, so I don't know if he's aware.
He
of what's
does
going
like a
on.
little wave.
What a bastard.
We want to do a simple like nod bow thing to him as her seat is she's not near Freya and the rest because she's not Nobuelu, so she can't get close to them, right?
Yeah, he is. You feel like how and not. He's just gonna wink and then like continue looking at the stage. Now you can see he's like completely focused on the show.
Rian would like I said, the people who need to move are moving, so she would basically keep an eye on Drago and of course her house, Damocles, because I assume right now he's having a heart attack.
He's let's see, maybe one
No,
of these
no,
days.
No, he's gonna roll another 20.
Another
He's probably
mental
having a heart
breakdown.
attack. Do not roll.
He gets a heart attack, dies.
No.
16 and 12. I should have just used his character sheet. I don't have the drives on. Never fucking mind. I don't even. So this would be discipline and love. I feel
Oh,
that's one success. It's not as bad. It's not. Could be worse.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Freya's there. You know, Freya's there to help out.
So, Naira, as the two men approach, and like as you're kind of like sitting rather close to the scene.
Wait, two men? Wait, who's the second guy?
So
It's
there's
Orpheus.
Orpheus and Draco.
Yeah.
We've been over this.
those two men.
Yeah.
Those two.
Mm-hmm.
You can like
Yeah,
hear a
I'm
bit
not
of
like
the
by them.
yeah, you hear like a bit of their banter. Like says Flavius says, well, it's gonna be your funeral. Silax just goes like, yes, I'm sure I will be so embarrassed once you realize you will lose. We can change the narrative afterwards. Maybe I'll fall on my own sword to give you a chance. You can tell that there is like a lot of tension right now between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. If I were to sort of like radio to Enrico right now, would they be able to hear me?
Maybe if they're like paying attention, they seem to be completely focused on something else.
All right, cool. Well, then I'm gonna radio to Enrico and say, I think these guys are planning on dueling to the like death or some shit on stage.
Showmanship. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Us- we
trying
should-
to
we should still be
outplay
ready.
one another.
Do you have the script?
Enrico,
Is that-
you can
yeah.
give me a role to try and get there fast enough, maybe before they even get on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, Nara would also ask, like, is Astrid will Astrid be involved into the fighting, or will she just exit out?
She's not. She's gonna stay on. She's supposed to stay on stage.
She's gonna be on stage, but not a part of the fight.
All right then.
And I'll just say I'm worried that she could get involved because if they're trying to one up each other, they're not going to worry about the safety of others around them.
Just get. All right, we'll get ready to pull her out, and you get ready to treat her if she gets she gets excited.
So,
That's
Enrico,
fine.
you
I'll
can-
also radio like Rianne to help calm down Damocles to explain the situation.
Rian's in like row 18 of his. He's in
Yeah.
row 2. I don't care.
Yeah, I want.
But if you tell her, she'll keep an eye out.
What's the difficulty?
It's 2.
Let's do it right then. Use focus swift. No, not determination.
No, it's fine.
Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, no, I'm no wait. What the
Oh,
fuck?
there we go.
Whoa!
One more
I
success
guess it works. I guess it works.
Yeah. Enrico, you
Yeah, you're
managed to.
fast.
Yeah, you like sprint past. You knock a couple of servants around. As you manage to get there just as they are like you see them on the edge of the kind of like stage, ready to join. Enrico, those are indeed real blades. Shields are on. These guys look like one like you can like immediately tell by the demeanor. One is super relaxed, one's stressed out.
Who's the one relaxed? Who's the one?
It's
stressed out?
Silax. Silax is absolutely in control of the situation.
Ah, okay. I can see Drago's role here. I'm beginning to. Fucking little cheater. I see
Put
you.
one evil-looking NPC. Everybody suspect me of all doing. God,
Right.
you're
I
so
love
easy
that
to
You did it on
manipulate.
purpose.
Yeah.
So easy to manipulate. Drago's just a fucking public dignitary.
Anyway, we're after. As I say, all right. Let's hope the dick measuring contest doesn't spread to Astrid.
We'll see.
Enrico, you could literally just stop them from doing this.
No, I will not intervene because that will be much more. No. This is above my pay grade. My pay grade is to protect Astrid, not to make enemies with a major and a minor house.
Depends. I'll
So
let's-
we can't see like the normal actors that would play these roles around here somewhere.
No, they're probably been rocked and knocked out somewhere. What I was
Okay,
trying to
well then
say-
I'm gonna play like the innocent bystander, and I'm gonna walk up to them and be like,
Yeah, Enrico will be
So
behind.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? If this is like an impromptu thing that these two guys set up, that doesn't like
yeah.
you're gonna make maybe enemies out of them personally, but the houses might appreciate you like stopping them from doing something stupid.
Ah, yeah,
I'm just going to approach and ask them, like, as somebody who's been backstage, and say, "Have you guys replaced the actors?"
Silax just kind of like looks at you, smirks, and says, "Maybe. Listen, they had some issues. They said they needed real sword fighters, not posers. So I don't see the issue."
Right. So you decided to use real swords then.
It's for authenticity. I'm sure you understand.
Of course.
Kind of
of
like
course.
winks.
Yeah, Enrico will step
Right.
up behind Naira also. All right. If you want to dance,
He
so be
like
it.
sees you, Enrico, and just pats Flavius on the shoulder and says, "Look, Flavius, a real swordsman, not like you."
I just
Flavius
want.
getting annoyed at this.
I just want to inform you that if a blow accidentally hits Astrid, as I point over here, can I point at
Yeah.
her? Yeah. That there will be a third swordsman on stage. If you wanna fight, then so be it. Above my pay grade, but
I would never let such a beautiful flower get harmed in any sort of way.
What?
I
I'm fucking dying.
But he looks at Flavius again and says, "Although maybe you want to replace Flavius here. Maybe it will actually prove a challenge instead of this. And this is why I'm not worried about using real blades. At least not for myself. Trust me, it's gonna be so quickly.
I'm gonna shoot a look at Enrico like, don't you dare.
The only thing that's gonna be injured in this show off is Flavius' his own ego."
Can I have the same assurances from you, Flavius? Or did your father approve of this?
Why don't you give me a roll? Like both of you can roll me something here, like an understand or.
Okay.
So what should I roll? What's an
Understand truth?
Yeah, no, definitely would work.
where can I select my fucking drives, motherfucker? Why is this? Am I retarded?
No, it's
Oh no, mind. Yeah, I just didn't select the
Yeah.
token.
Yeah,
that's
you need to have the token selected.
Yeah. Now I can see the drives. That's why I was confused initially.
His father definitely doesn't know about this shit.
Yeah. Understand truth.
Yeah, I mean, he's tensed, but you don't know anything about. Nothing screams out at you, Enrico. But Naira, you can definitely tell that this is not something his dad would approve, and his dad does have a reputation of stick by the rules.
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's a lot of like his the thing is like House Draco fell into disfavor, and it was like really bad until Marcus Draco, Flavius's dad, pulled it back around. Like he's the one that kind of like turned things back around the house and repurposed like the entire military machine, scaled it down, and started focusing on like much more like small scale operations and defense, and made things like profitable again. And he's a very harsh man. Like the fact that his son is here doing this. Ooh.
As a fellow blade master, wouldn't be more of a challenge for him if I were to face him. In your stead, Flavius.
Flavius, give the real swordsman the blade. Stop playing pretend. You see Flavius's face just clench. Says, "No, I appreciate the offer, but I can handle myself."
Yeah, Naira's gonna look at Enrico like, do not get involved.
Enrico, you are. It's clearly a fight that's gonna be in the advantage of Silax. Flavius may be able to win, but
unless there are other advantages, some assistance perhaps.
What are you planning?
So yeah.
But no, Naira, you can literally just be like, you can like report this in to his dad, and
What do you mean by silence?
the problem would be that you are dealing now in the matter of minutes, and you can't just take out one of the actors. You will need to replace him with someone.
I'm also hesitating because this is like from a major house, right?
Yeah.
Draco is a major house.
Yes. It's
I
the
feel like I
rulers of
have
the planet.
no authority here.
Yeah, we are. This is above both our pay grades.
It is above your pay grade. You could literally listen. Seize the opportunity or let it go. Play it safe. Up to you.
Astrid should be our number one priority right now. So I'm not going to leave or go grab someone. I'm going to stay here and make sure that my job is done.
Yeah, if the show's a debacle, it will reflect poorly on Orpheus and yourself. It will reflect poorly on everyone. But no, so it's basically the two options. Roughly is like maneuver and seize the opportunity, or just play it safe and hope things work out for the best.
Okay, it's up to you, Enrico, if you want to try and fucking step in. But
No, if he said no, there's nothing I can basically do. This is like above. This is fucking around.
No,
above
what
pay
you
grade.
can do is be like Naira can tell Flavius, hey, I'm pretty sure your dad wouldn't approve this. How about I phone him right now?
I'll call your dad.
Yes,
I'll call your dad.
I'll call your dad.
How
And
old is this guy?
he is like in his early 20s.
Okay, so she can't pull mom energy on him. Maybe
I'll call
He's
your dad.
quite young.
she'll just kind of say, "Well, I don't mean to oppose Lord Draco, but would your father approve of this?"
And Silas just looks. It's true. You don't have daddy's approval. So,
God damn it.
tough. Must be hard being such a disappointment of a son. You see him like Flavius is just determined to just kick the shit
I'm
out
just
of
gonna-
Silex.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna say, well, some people feel like they don't need to prove their worth.
Oh shit.
Oh no, this is the wrong sentence to say. Oh no,
No, I love it.
this is the perfectly wrong sentence.
He looks at you, Naira, and just says, "No, my father wouldn't approve of this. In fact, he knows nothing about this. I'm not sure if this is a veiled attempt at blackmail."
No, I'm just a concerned bystander. I'm not trying to impose and tell you what to do here. And she's very genuine with this. Like,
Yeah.
she's not trying to blackmail this man.
As you hear the calling card from the stage show, as Astrid says that rulers should sit down and talk about this. I'm sure we can reach an agreeable solution for everyone to prevent more death. As there's the cheering
yeah.
from like the other.
Yeah. All right. The last sentence Enrico will say. Remember, if any one cut, and I'll step in towards her as I point towards Astrid.
Just Silex shrugs and says, I would never even dream of harming her, and you only have my respect, Master Sosman. And he like does like a very mocking bow. As both of them step on stage, Astrid, you see now clearly Orpheus and Draco on stage reprising roles.
I am watching very closely. Waiting.
Oh my god.
There is a murmur in the crowd, like people are shocked at this. Because you realize, Freya, you just hear your father just kind of like swear underneath his breath. It's like, oh no. No.
Was this planned?
Oh, this is horrible.
How horrible?
He kind of like leans a bit closer, says, well, the story goes that the general of the White Serpents won the duel, but Alex is one of the best fighters around. And if Enrico what he said about the real blades, this could be disastrous. Alex loses? Maybe that's salvageable. if he wins and harms Lord Flavius, this will be bad for all of us. What do you mean not your problem, Mac? You're literally, this is your boss. This is the house that you work for. This is very much your problem.
We work for House Orpheus. Yes.
Temporary employer.
No.
we can always switch allegiances, all right?
We are loyal.
We're good people, at least for now.
Listen,
Listen.
That's not how allegiances work.
do you know
Yeah.
do you know which guy has the military regiment in the city right now?
That's not why we played, man. Well, that's not the play here.
Yeah, now it's too late now, Astrid, as you see them walk.
Now there's no play.
You see them walk on the stage, and they both like. It's supposed to be an entire like bit where they try diplomacy. As you see, like Silax immediately like pulls out his plate and says, "This is a mockery. Should I even talk to a weakling such as yourself? Should just dispatch
God.
you. Show everyone how inferior you white serpents truly are. A joke upon the Imperium." And he like aims the blade towards Flavius as he like also draws his sword and takes a much more aggressive stance. And
Astrid steps up and can she step up and like repeat the line but like make it different?
yeah, you
Like
can.
surely we can talk about this.
Please.
As Thalak turns to you, smiles and says, "Don't worry, my lady, after I kill this pathetic excuse of a blade master, your planet will be much safer under our rulership."
God damn it.
As
Yes, yes.
now the
He's not even
cogs are
acting.
starting
Like,
to
he's not even pretending
Yeah,
to play
the-
the part.
the cogs are like starting to turn ever so slightly. Astrid, you realize what this actually is. This is more or less a sort of a declaration of war.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Ah well shit.
Still think it's not your problem? I'm not sure. Astrid, you feel free to say anything. It's an improv. You can. This is off script already.
She says, no more bloodshed will make us feel any safer. This is not the way to reach peace.
Silence just kind of said. Our brave general can always surrender, and no bloodshed needed. After all, it will only be his blood that would be spilled. As just Flavius kind of like, I will roll something for him to see if he can like compose himself.
Oh no.
no.
I believe in you,
no.
Flavius. Let's go.
No, listen, we're gonna look for a new employer. We're gonna like
Back
He
on pull out the
rolled
resumes.
2 ones, my fucking god.
oh
Oh, critical. Yes. Those are
Yes.
good.
No, it's a double critical. 2 ones.
Yes.
Yeah, he has 4 successes. It's like
Sad.
Yes.
You like see like Flavius was ready to throw hands, but now that he understands maybe the situation,
he's pissing himself. He's not
He-
composed. He's pissing
no, he hasn't lost composure. In fact, he has gained composure. He's not giving
more
into his
confident. Hell
into his
yeah.
rage.
Oh no, we believe in Flavius. Maybe he can salvage the script.
We should not be rooting for the guy that is going against the house
Yeah.
that we work for.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think it also serves one of his drives. So, yeah.
This is a complicated situation.
So he'll just say, "It's true. Blood would be spilled. After all, it is our duty to protect these people from scum such as you. Surrender now and you may be treated mercifully. Fight me and, well, die." Rian, you can see people are mobilizing, and Naira, you can see that several White Serpent guards have joined on both sides of the stage.
There's the backup. I see.
They're like ready to jump in. And this heated moment, Silax just turns to you, Astrid, and says, "Do you still believe in a peaceful resolution, my great and beautiful leader?"
Oh my god.
Oh no, this is not
It's so bad every time.
anymore.
I love
Good
this.
thing,
I,
good thing Astrid's an actress.
oh god.
She says, as long as there are people willing to do good, then hope is always a chance. So let's do something good tonight, right?
He
I love
he like kind of like looks almost like at the floor, then looks up at you. You see like a tear was like falling down his cheek. Says, "You are so true, my lady." And he like kind of like throws the blade to the side, falls to his knees, and says, "If only more people were as wise as you. Have seen the error of my
What the
ways.
fuck?
I am at your mercy." And he like surrenders
Wait, what?
on
love
his
this.
knees. Flavius is like flabbergasted, like he's like so confused, thrown off
Oh no!
completely.
Oh no! I see this game. He's not
Yeah.
playing he's not playing the politics game. This is slimy motherfucker.
I love it. I love it.
Now,
Just
what is your reaction, Astrid, to this? What Flavius is clearly being thrown off by this turn of events. And
There's
Rico, the
always
White
this
Serpents
side
have
too, right?
drawn their blades.
Mhm.
Oh god! Oh shit! I tried.
She turns towards Flavius and says, well, for a discussion, there must be two parties. Are you willing to join, my lord?
You know what? Give me a roll to convince him.
Oh my
Make that persuasion roll. Make it. He is looking at Silex not as someone who surrendered, but as someone who is vulnerable and can be like dispatched right now.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Well, do we have momentum? Do we have momentum? Do we have
Yeah.
determination?
I think we
Yeah,
still.
you have the momentum. You can spend the momentum. You have a focus. Communicate is very good for this. This is your
Communicate.
best dice pool.
You have like charming as well and all that
Yep.
good stuff. Acting.
Yes. Is this duty? Is this truth? What is this?
Could be either.
Justice, maybe.
You can choose basically.
Yeah, either
I
duty or
mean-
truth can make sense.
That's the thing of the situation.
I'm
Honor.
gonna do duty then because
It's gonna be a too difficulty, but I believe in you.
You got this.
We have momentum.
Oh,
we have
We have
momentum.
momentum
If we need
and
it.
determination. Okay.
Can
so-
Spend
I use
determination.
one momentum?
You can use determination.
Or yeah, you can just use determination.
Yeah, just make
to
one.
gauge.
Just add one success.
It'll basically make you succeed.
So what do I do? Do I roll another?
No.
I don't think
Uh,
there's no.
And auto
You don't
succeed.
If you spend determination.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
We
like
all
on the
start with
sheet.
one.
Yeah, it's on the sheet. You can like put it at one in the beginning, but whatever. You. What do you say to calm down this man who's out for blood right now? Other than the peaceful resolution, he like grips his blade. He's hesitating. You have him in the palm of your hand. What do you say to him?
You're talking about Flavius, right?
Yes.
She says, this is what a great leader should strive to be: diplomatic, merciful, and righteous.
He nods as he like sheathes his blade and basically just seems to relax as the fireworks start blowing up, as it signals much more different ending of the show. But an ending
hey,
that probably his father was like, no, we're pulling the plug on this, guys. And that was perfect. An exit strategy as the curtain just falls down.
Man, holy
That's
shit!
where we
that
end
was-
up the session.
Oh my god.
I love this game. It's such a cluster. I love this game. It's such a clusterfuck, man.
Hell yeah, Astrid, let's go.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
You prevent the war for now.
For now.
But no,
Now Grant's like, I have to rewrite my entire plot.
no.